Why? Oh, hey. I don't understand where my avatar went. Like, YouTube, it's hear no evil, see no evil. I'd prefer to see neither. So I don't know where my avatar went lately, you guys. Hopefully the notification goes out. I didn't tell anybody I was going live, and it's kind of late. But I was watching some videos, and oh my god, I was dying of laughter. So I'm just gonna wait a second and see if it does go out. I should have maybe messaged some people, but I don't need anybody out here. I can make myself entertaining, which yeah, I do a lot. So what do I start with first? Let's see. So I was going over some videos, like, I wanted to I was dying of laughter. I went over so someone mentioned about they were busing in immigrants from New York oh fuck to Roxham Road. And Vinny and Ro and Marie went down to Roxham Road yesterday to see what was going on. And oh my god, it was the funniest stream I've ever seen. Like I watched it again today because at the illegal border crossing, which I don't even want to call it a border crossing, it's a tarp. It's a tarp. So I guess it's on the other side is Roxham Road in Quebec, and then on the other side is somewhere, I don't know, New York. I don't know if it's obviously the state, I would think. I don't know, maybe I should have looked at an atlas before or a globe before I started talking about this. But yeah, it's a border crossing that apparently the news media is reporting that, they're dropping off all of these immigrants to come through illegally because the borders are so jammed up. And this falls under the toddler's umbrella of realm of duties. um so anyways, they went down to see what was going on. It was the funniest stream I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I had tears rolling down my face. It was so funny. So as soon as they got there, interestingly enough, of course, the stream drops, right? Like, they have, I don't know, something blocking the signal for being able to stream near there. Um, but it's the reason why I found that so interesting is because my buddy, and he'll know who he is if he's watching or catches this later on the live, on the replay. He told me some stories about that border, which I will not repeat. But it would be interesting to have property in and around that area. I think, if you were looking for property to buy. Hey Al, how's it going? Good to see you, buddy. So I watched the War Campaign stream yesterday as it was live, but I wanted to go back and watch it because it was buffering really bad on our end. So I thought, well, maybe, see what I missed. And oh my god, it was the funniest stream. Like, if you guys want to laugh, go check that out. Um, it was hilarious. So, like, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, like farm. It's like really what seemed like isolated area to me. Like, there was a few residential homes in the area, but it's such a random crossing. And it reminded me of when I was leaving Ontario to move out west. We ended up at a little border crossing like that accidentally, and it was equally entertaining, or probably, well, it definitely wasn't entertaining at the time, but as we're driving away, we're like haha, like, oh my god. But I told the story, I think, before of what happened there. But when I was leaving Ontario to move out west, it was me and a friend of mine that were going. And we had this plan, right? We're like, fuck this, fuck Ontario, it sucks. We want out of here. We're moving. And the plan was to move to BC, to the island, actually. And so we picked a day. I sold all my shit, my house, everything gone. And we were moving out west. So a couple days before we get ready to go, I used to be their supervisor, actually, ironically enough. Their kid, I don't know, he had some sort of legal trouble out in Alberta, and had to go out there to deal with that. And they're like, would you be able to take him with you? Because it was on our way, like, he had to go to Alberta, right? So we're like, yeah, why not? That was like a couple days before we were supposed to leave. And holy shit. So we end up at this fucking, well, let me tell the story first. So we decide we're leaving, and we're driving Ontario, and I drove, I think, for about the first 15 hours, I think. And Oh man, the island is the best. Like absolute best. And Al, you were like the most normal person. I know a couple people out there actually. They're pretty normal too, but um I don't know, there's something weird about that place if you're not from there. They're very inclusive and very cliquey and very granola. I'm sure you've heard that word. You live on the island, you know what it means. But I'm just more laid back and chill. But I totally love the island, and I would live there in a heartbeat. But there's some things that would need to change. But yeah, like if you want to go to paradise, go to the island for sure. So yeah, I haven't been out there for a while. I was out there last year actually, not this, no, 2021, I think it was. Yeah. And I went whale watching in Souk for my birthday. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. And then, ironically, right after I go to this whale watching thing, which I crossed off my bucket list, I see this video. I don't know if it was on Nat Geo or what the hell it was, but there's this guy in a fucking dinghy like what we were in, and there's like a whale underneath his boat for like an hour. Oh my God. I would have like died on the spot of a stroke, I think, if that happened. But we're out on the fucking ocean. We're seeing all these whales, and I was live streaming to my Facebook channel. And a buddy of mine is like, you're in a fucking dinghy on the ocean and they put you in a snowmobile outfit. So like if you don't, if a whale doesn't tip your boat over like Moby Dick, then you're gonna drown in this fucking snowmobile outfit that would, it would be like wearing cement. Not to mention you're in a cold ass ocean with whales and all kinds of other creepy crawly shit. Where's Chris? I'm surprised he's not in here. Usually he is. Yeah, so I don't know. I have so many stories about that place. It's awesome. I love it. But yeah, so back to my border story situation. It was like if you guys want to laugh, go check out Rose Stream. Like, first of all, I couldn't get over fucking Vinny's hat. Like it looks like it needs some water and it needs a good petting. They're going to an illegal border crossing and he's wearing like a fur Russian hat. I was dying. It was so funny. Oh my God. Um, but yeah, it was good for some laughs. It's good to have laughs. There's a whole bunch of people out here lately that need to have some laughs and just loosen the fuck up and not be so serious all the time and not be fighting all the time and quit getting innocent people involved in your bullshit because you're not man enough to deal with your own stuff. So you got to recruit innocent people. And I'm only going to tolerate watching this for so long before I fucking open my mouth and say something. And it's getting to that point because I'm already starting to address it in a nonchalant way, but soon it's going to be it's going to be very chalant, if that's even a word. But like, you're on notice, knock it off and leave my fucking friends alone. And you know who you are, and you know you're going to see this, and you know it's you because you tried to fucking do it to me, and I didn't fall for your shit because I've seen this before by better. And it didn't work then, and it's certainly not going to work on this level either. So I'm only going to tolerate watching my friends getting fucking railroaded for so long before I open my mouth and tell them really what's going on. I'm trying to stay out of it, but I'm very protective of people that I think are good people to protect. I still have loyalty left. I know it's a thing of the past, but when I see people who are doing things out of what they believe are good intentions by people who maybe don't have those same intentions as the person that they're getting to do the work for them and getting their lumps for them, then you better fucking knock it off, because the next time I bring this up, I'm not going to be so or beat around the bush about it. I'm going to call you out because I watched your fucking live streams tonight. You're as fake as they come, dude. I'm going to just say, I'm not going to say your name, but the guy who it is, he's going to know who it is, because I watched some of your live stream tonight before I decided I didn't want to throw my phone. But you're speaking out both sides of your mouth. So on one hand, you're like, oh, come join this because we're, kumbaya, and we're going to sit and hold hands. And even if we disagree, we're just going to be nice about it, and hugs for everybody, high fives. And then sitting there calling people names that you shouldn't be calling. Like, you're calling people rapists and shit like that. Like, watch your fucking mouth, man, and watch your words, because you're talking about defamation, but you're calling people rapists. Give it up. I'm sorry. I just kind of blew the cover of who it was, but fuck you. That's not okay. You can dislike somebody all you want, but you don't make up fucking stupid names for them that don't apply. And that could get you in a lot of legal trouble as well. So words matter. Watch your mouth. Enough said. But sorry, I didn't mean to go on that little rant right there. But it's just, I'm sick of people who are doing things for the right reasons for the wrong people. And, you know, I don't know the whole story of what's going on, nor do I want to know. And the same person tried to pull me into their bullshit. And it took 2 seconds to figure out what their game was. You know, first time you talk to the person on the phone and they're like, how does it feel to talk to me? It was like, I almost hung up on them. Like, what do you think you are, Miss America? Like, come on, man, fuck off. I don't know, just it's funny to watch the fireworks from the side, but sooner or later, innocent people get dragged into it, and that's where I draw the line. Is do your own dirty work, you know. So now that I've, you know, blasted somebody, let's move on. But yeah, so what else did I want to talk about? So the whole thing is in question about this Roxham Road deal. There apparently is a website that you can check, and I would so love it if they did like a road trip part 2 and went back to when they were actually coming in this tarp tunnel. And the other thing that I found very interesting is if it is a border crossing, why is it not like CBSA there, and why is it the police running this border? Dakota, stop that. Yeah, I found it very odd that it was police at this border crossing that you would not even know was a border crossing, and not CBSA officers. So that's interesting. But apparently, you know, they're dropping them off. They take buses and then are crossed over in cabs, or I don't know how they're doing it, but it sounds very sketch to me, you know, because it is. But it was so funny, like, to just laugh about that. You know, and then there's a few other things that I wanted to talk about. Hey, Chris, there are you? There you guys are. Do you guys want to come on? Actually, probably better than me sitting here talking to myself. Hang on. Uh-oh, did I not? Oh, I thought you guys know me. Here we go. Hang on a second. Hang on. Do. Dakota, knock it off with that. What does that say? Satellite imaging shows how Roxham Road has grown over the last few years. It was a fucking tarp tunnel. Like, it was the most ghetto fabulous thing I've ever fucking seen. I was howling. I thought, this can't be real. But like, my buddy has told me stories. The reason why I find that interesting is because, like, I think it was 2 years ago. Oh, hang on. How come? What the hell? How come you're? Okay, well, we'll just watch you. It doesn't matter. That's hilarious. I don't know where my avatar went. I don't know. They don't want me to be seen. Wait, like, they're trying to silence me, so they can't silence me, but they can wipe my face off the planet. Oh my god, that's so funny. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, I've seen this comment. He's coming on too. Yeah, so what's going on? Did you see Rose fucking live stream yesterday?
I'm sitting here watching. I'm listening to you, but I'm trying to.
I know, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even ventriloquist. That's hilarious. Did you see Rose stream? I fucking died laughing. Oh my god.
Which one was this?
Ro, his stream yesterday.
I was watching a bit of it today.
Yeah, it was actually better streaming today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, he was down there talking to the cops and everything, right down there, man.
Yeah, it was fucking funny, man. I died laughing. It was so funny. They're like, what are you doing here? Like, nobody just walks up to this remote crossing.
They usually don't let you, but I think what they did was they parked up the road or something and they walked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they wouldn't let you drive down there, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have your YouTube open?
I shut it.
Okay, because I hear an echo on my end and I don't have anything open, so.
Yeah, fuck. Last people were saying they got an echo too. I check. I'll turn my volume down if you want. See how that works.
I don't think it's your volume.
I don't think there's other. Oh, I got my speakers. I got speakers, and it could be the reverberation from my speakers.
Yeah, but you sound clear. I don't.
Oh.
Well, at least, do I sound okay on your end?
You're supposed to be on the friggin' screen, and And Al was there. And where
No,
did
YouTube, they wipe me out. They just don't want. Hang on. I don't know. I don't know if I can play with it while I'm on the stupid stream. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna pretend like I'm the ventriloquist and you're the puppet.
That's it.
So what's going on with you?
Oh, nothing. I just went on live with I recognized a couple people from Beers and Cheers and another stream, and they were live, and I didn't see anybody else, and I'm up.
Right on. You get around here on these YouTube streets, huh?
No, I'm constantly fucking educating people on this fucking flag here and the whole nonsense, and I'm just trying to give them the lowdown, like the quick break them up condensed version.
Yeah.
Because Americans don't fucking know anything about what's going on up here, and they don't pay attention, and they should. Because I told them tonight, I said, what's going on in Canada right now is like some of the craziest shit we've ever seen in like fucking decades, man.
Well, that actually is true. And then also the fact that the US is going to be just as involved as we are.
In a proxy war we want nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that kind of stuff too, but I don't know. They bounced me. Which is fine. They didn't bounce me like in a mean way. Like, I was lucky they let me on because they don't really know me, right? They don't know me.
Yeah.
I talked to one guy that was on there. I think it was his show, but I talked to him a couple times before. But these guys talk to so many people, man. They don't fucking remember who everybody is. Right?
So what are they on the opposite side of things or what?
No, they're on the same page.
Oh, okay.
There's so many of us on the same page. We don't always agree on everything. I think it was when I said I was an atheist. That's when they started to wrap it up.
Hell, yeah. People don't like religion or politics talk. Yeah.
That's what I find about Christians, people who believe in God, which is, I got nothing against, man. But people who believe in God, when you tell them that you don't believe, they look at you like you lost your helmet, right?
Well, that's why I kind of keep my views to myself. Hey, Al, how are you?
I love to talk about this kind of shit.
Doing good, Kim. How about yourself?
Not bad. Not bad.
Good.
I'm smoking. Sorry, man. I've been wanting to smoke this for a while. And I haven't had a chance till now. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. What's new with you guys? Anything?
Nope.
No.
Not really. Same old, same old. Got about 1.5 feet of snow out here the other day.
What?
Man.
We're having another so-called snowfall event tonight.
Even more. Shit.
Even more, yeah.
Wow. That's insane. That's unheard of for the island. They don't even have snowplows out there.
You're telling me. I remember as a kid, like they could plow the roads. Now I don't know what's going on. Something in the water and the vaccine. They got the bloody. They can't even like plow a road proper.
Yeah. Yeah. They literally. The cities are crippled with when snow hits because they're not used to it. Like, it's funny to me, but it seems like the last few years the weather's changed and you guys are getting more of our winters and we're getting yours.
Yeah, well, I mean, like back in 1996, we got 5.5, 6 feet, like all in one go.
I know. There's actually a video of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, and it's happened over the years. We've had 3, 4 feet, 2 feet's like if we get one of those a year, that's kind of normal, but it never lasts that long here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just dumps and then melts.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, man, we used to run off of these. I used to live out in this apartment complex out in the west end of St. John. They were 3-story. Well, the bottom story was like a window on the ground level, and then it was up for the first story, and then the second story, and then that was about it. We used to run and jump off those roofs in these fucking massive snow drifts, man, that were almost up to the roof as it was. But the more you jumped on them, the smaller they got, and the more compact they got, and then it hurt.
Yeah.
But I remember jumping into snow drifts, man. And you were down so far, it was scary. You're woof. You just fucking and then your buddies are jumping on top of your fucking head. Same time, right? Yeah, it's scary, man.
Yeah. It seemed like we used to get a lot more snow when we were kids. Like I remember that. We'd go out and build forts and it would be like up to our waist, but we were obviously half our height, right? But it just doesn't seem like the same anymore, our winters. Not that I'm complaining.
No, there's something like true to that. Like, and tell me if I'm crazy, you guys. But when I was a kid, like when I was like 6, 8, 9, even 10, early '90s, I remember, like fucking winter being in like October, November, December, January, and maybe a little, and it would just like taper,
Mhm.
But now these things seem to like last until like March, April.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying that for well over a decade now. Like,
Yeah.
winter shifted.
Totally.
Yeah.
It shifted closer to spring now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
So I'm not losing the old marbles.
No, I noticed that in Alberta. Like the winter would start literally at the end of September, early October, and you'd have your air conditioner in your window in like fucking March, April.
Yeah, well, like my birthday is mid-October, and as a kid, I remember having like birthdays outside and like hot dogs, hamburgers, pop.
Yeah.
And now it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's not like summertime by any means, but it's like just dreary and nasty, and then winter's like later.
Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. And it's weird on the island too because it gets so gray that you almost can't even tell where like the sea ends and the sky starts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fog.
Yeah.
My God, man, that's kind of what I kind of miss, that kind of fog. When we get it here in Hamilton, man, I'm like, yay, because it makes me homesick because of the Bay of Fundy, right? I miss that fucking pea soup thick.
That's just that Ohio fucking cloud drifting in there.
Yeah.
When I'd be walking back home from the bars at like 3:00, 3:30 in the morning, walking home, it's like nobody on the roads, barely, like cabs, cops, and criminals. That's about it.
Yeah.
And then but you got the old buildings, the old brick buildings downtown St. John, and it's like the Jack the Ripper kind of scene and shit.
Yeah.
Fog, and it's spooky, and you're walking home by yourself, and you're all hammered. You're looking around like can't see a goddamn thing. You could cut a hole, and it's so thick, man.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
Yeah.
you can't. I had to let my buddy drive one day, man, when I was down there. I had to let him drive my car because I couldn't even fucking.
It's very claustrophobic feeling because like I know exactly what you mean. You can't even tell where you are on the road at times.
It gets thick, man. Like soup, it's fucking soup. The soup's on.
Yeah.
Pea soup. Yep.
That's true. I hate
it rolls
that
in fast too, man, off the ocean. It just comes in quick before you know it. Like you can't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, on what was it, the 23rd, we had that real good fucking dump. And I was driving. I had to go down, like, drive 45 minutes to a different city to grab some shit. And it was fucking white out, like, the whole way. I mean, yeah, on the way back on the highway, like a 4-lane highway, people were doing like 40 kilometers an hour, including me.
Yeah.
Like, it was nuts. Accidents all over the place.
Yeah, I hate driving in those conditions. I'd rather drive in snow though than fog. Any day.
Yeah.
You know what? Even like a nasty monsoon, with the roads out here, like hydroplaning's a real issue, right? And like people don't figure it out. Like they'll just keep going the speed limit, and if it's just like if your wipers are on full and it's barely keeping up, and you're doing the speed limit, you're probably going to end up in a ditch.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I remember, like, I did that drive from Alberta to BC so many times, more than I can even remember. And like, I used to always worry past September, like, it was just very sketchy. Like, you could be going down the Trans-Canada Highway, and all of a sudden, you hit a weather change right then, and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My like 4 years ago, my wife and I took a trip out for a wedding in Kelowna. In like winter time, well, it was like March, and we got caught in weather coming out of there. Yeah. And we did the Coquihalla in a 1999 Mercedes sedan, and but there was like trucks and like big jacked up Albertan motherfucking Captain Alberta redneck trucks flipped over in the fucking ditch. There was semis all fucking jackknifed and backed up, and we were just cruising through in that tiny little German car, like, and what are we gonna do, right? You can't really stop and help people, like if someone's hurt,
because you won't hurt.
No, and also someone's probably gonna slide into you or smash you, but I didn't have the ability to pull anyone out or do anything like that, so as long as everyone was okay, well, you just drive on by. They wouldn't even care.
You stopping would probably cause more of a fucking
well, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, we did the Coke in a tiny little Mercedes, and we, you know what? We came through. We were at the top of it when they shut it down.
Yeah.
So what they have to do is they have to let everyone off of it.
Yep.
And so we got the notification when we were at the very top, and we just kept driving until we came to the police barricade down at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And it was funny too, because the RCMP guy that was like down there blocking the highway off, he fucking gave me like the biggest grin and a thumbs up, like just fucking tiny Mercedes car coming off the Coke.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, people don't realize the conditions can change in a split second there. Like, you drive into a weather system and it's fucked. Like, and some of those roads, like, you know, different way. Well, I've driven the Coca-Cola many times. It's the shorter version. And, but sometimes you'd have to go the other way if there was a mudslide or an avalanche or whatever. And it's just oh my God.
And you don't want to do that one. That one's like switchbacks and like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
2-lane.
There is skill involved in driving in such I can't even speak. Such extreme conditions. You know, there's skill, man. Like us Canadians, man, we're fucking good drivers in the wintertime, man. Like I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure, man, when we were like teenagers, we were doing donuts in a parking lot somewhere.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, right? Totally.
In the snow.
Yeah.
Driving in the snowbanks. Oops.
Yeah. I remember.
Well, you know me, I got stories, Chris.
Oh yeah, well, talking about white knuckle trips, man. I had to drive up north. I probably told you guys this story. Driving to North Bay for my ticket, and I had to go to traffic court and fucking driving a Cavalier with bald tires, bald tires, and the road was a sheet of ice, man, all the way up there. And it was a blizzard. I had to drive in a blizzard. He was driving and he was a maniac. So he was going to get me killed, man. So I took over driving and there was guys in huge, you know, big cock fucking trucks driving past us. Right.
Yep.
Fucking getting all pissed off at us, just flying past us. And sure enough, we'd see them off in the ditch, man. That's how bad the roads were.
Yeah.
And these guys had huge 4x4s with studded tires and shit. And I'm driving this little fucking car, white knuckling, just trying to keep the fucking thing on the road and keep it straight.
Oh yeah,
down ahead of time and we were sliding, man. It was fucking slippery, and we should not have been on the road. We should not have been on the road with that little thing at all. That was a death trap, man.
No, I mean, but there was a time that there wasn't that kind of regulation, right? Like where you could have just fucking whatever. Like you had one pair of tires year round, and like if it snowed that fucking much, well, drive or don't.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the guy driving me, but I also appreciate my life. It wasn't worth it. Like I would have just said, "Fuck that, let's go back, man." Like that's what I should have done. But
yeah, I also think like there's most of the people I see nowadays that have like wiped out. They're not in like pickup trucks, like 4-wheel drive trucks. If they are, it's like some jacked up fucking new truck that's like fresh off the lot, out of the shop, upgraded. But it's a lot of these cars that people, they buy them and it's like, it'll tell them like all-wheel drive. So you'll get like this 50-year-old person that's like, oh, I got an all-wheel, I'll hit the all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's like all-wheel drive is not 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of people I don't think they just don't understand their vehicles very well.
Yeah. They have a law that if you are caught in the national park or in the mountains between October 1st and April 30th, and you don't have snow tires and or chains, you get a massive fucking fine, man.
Yeah, we got that here. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Brunswick's that way. I think they have snow tire laws. And then they have, if they tell you to break the chains out, you got to break the chains out, or you shouldn't be on the road unless you got chains or something. There's all that.
You either have to have winter tires or chains here. But with the big rigs, like the fucking semis and shit, they have to have winter tires and chains.
But I'm pretty sure now you have to have winter tires in New Brunswick. I don't know. I think you had to have that for a while.
Yep. Same here.
Every time I talk to my friends back east, like they always tell me some new stupid law that they have. It's like that's not surprised me. Yeah,
no, me neither. I just heard a story of a lady from Lanceville, No, sorry, Ladysmith. And she bought a ranch, and there was a restaurant on it, and her idea was to grow all her own ingredients and use and sell shit in this restaurant. And they were like, okay, well, you're non-compliant. You have to get you have to grow some kind of crop that you can put into like booze or beer. So they spent like $150,000 on beer making equipment. And they started growing hops.
Yeah.
And they've been living in this tiny little shit cabin on their property, for like, a couple years.
They only want to grow their own food and have a restaurant.
Yeah, but right on the property. And they've followed all the health guidelines and stuff like that. And they've kowtowed to the government saying, okay, well, if you're going to have a premises there, it needs to be licensed and you have to be able to sell alcohol. Okay, so they did that. Now what they're going through is they want to get rid of their tiny little 600-foot cabin that was on the property originally and build a house. The government won't let them build a second dwelling on their own land. For a second dwelling, I mean like a home for them.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Why?
that's BC. Like, fuck this place.
Yeah, I know. Is it because it changed the zoning of it? Or what?
Parcel it off, right?
Yeah.
The zoning is agricultural land reserve, so technically you can make as long as you're growing your own ingredients and selling your own products off of your land.
Yeah.
And you're putting a certain amount in the government coffer. That's what agricultural land reserve is.
Right.
But in order to operate an agricultural land resort or land reserve farm, you would need a place to live. So, the person operating the farm doesn't die.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, BC, they do have some weird things. I was out there, like every time I'm out there, there's something. Like I was driving my friend's husband's car, and it was after we went whale watching actually, and then we were going further up island. I can't remember where exactly it happened, but someone called the cops on me anyways, and I was like, oh fuck, here we go. So yeah, it was because we were lost and we went down this wrong road because we somehow got off the. I don't know what happened, but anyways, the next thing I know, there's a cop in front of me, and he's like, "Pull over!" I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." But yeah, he was all right. I mean, he didn't. But yeah, that's how they are there. Like, if you're not from there, I couldn't even park my car with Alberta plates on their roads in Victoria.
When was that? Was that after 2020?
Yeah, no, before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I go and stay for a couple weeks, right, for vacation or whatever, and they're like, yeah, you have to park in the driveway because they'll tow your car if it says Alberta plates. I'm like, what? I don't know. It's
not that strict. There's a lot of people that actually live out here that work in Alberta, and they register their vehicles out in Alberta because it's so much cheaper.
Totally.
So like my brother lives fucking, I don't know, 5-minute drive away from me. And he's had Alberta plates for 10 years and he's, he drives a tiny little like black Geo Metro thing. Like it's not like a fuck you rig, Captain Alberta with the two fucking, the two stacks popping out the top of your pickup.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's an Albertan plate. But even he during like 2020 and 2021 where, like it was like stay in your own province, don't stop the spread. He would come back from work with his car and like people would fucking like leave him notes on the window. And he's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's like settle down, everyone.
You know what's funny is I actually was cleaning up the other day, going through some papers, and I found one of the letters. At one point in time, I had to carry a letter from my work because I worked afternoons, and this is when they talked about putting in a curfew. And my work wrote all of us a letter saying, if you get pulled over at this time, I'm her boss. Call this number, like get out of jail free card kind of thing, fuck. Right? Yeah. So I was like, well, can
Permission
I use this
slip
on the weekends? So after the bar, I could just say, here.
Note from my mom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm an adult, but here's a note from my employer saying I'm allowed to be out. Yeah,
that's fucked.
It's like you're going to buy smokes for your mom or something.
That was an intense time to be alive.
Yeah.
When you really, and it's not over with yet, but like that was particularly like egregious.
It really was. And you know, it's funny because up until recently I kind of thought it was pretty consistent across the board, but there's a lot of places like that it's everywhere was different. That was the thing that was frustrating. You know, different cities, different provinces, different countries. Like Florida had never had any mandates at all.
Yeah,
And they didn't
Sweden.
have, yeah, like it's insanity.
Where's you at, Kim? Come on.
I don't
Get
know
on
how
there.
I can't get on the damn screen. I tried. I thought I fixed. I don't know what I did.
Even if you got that little bouncy circle that goes with your voice,
It
that'd be
it won't. I don't know why it won't come on.
it's weird. I don't even know how come you're not even on there. How's that even
I
possible?
know. I'm just the narrator in the background.
Oh, wait. Like, oh yeah, it's funny. Yeah, like that Western. Do you guys ever see that one? The Western?
Western?
They all shoot each other at the end.
No.
The the girl had the crabs and she gave it to so and so and
Are you talking about a porn or what are you talking about?
oh, no man, it's a Western. It's fucking hilarious. It's this guy narrates it and they're all getting pissed off at the narrator because he's narrating the movie. He's like, "Who's that talking?" I'm like,
No, story of my life.
it's one of those. If you look up shorts, go on YouTube, look up short movies and stuff. It'll be on the shorts, and
That's so funny.
it's probably called The Narrator. That's probably what the fucking name of it is. Right?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's funny.
No, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like it was so weird because I was gonna do a live the other day, and I've never seen before, and I've seen every trick YouTube has up their sleeve over the years. Trust me. But I uploaded a video and it was on unlisted, and then I was gonna add the link into StreamYard, so I didn't have to like share the page, right? Just like it's already there.
What happened?
As soon as I went to go put it on, instantly I get this notice from YouTube says it's gone to kids only, and
Did
I
we
can't.
lose her?
What?
No, she's here.
Can you hear me?
You can't hear? No?
Uh-oh. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I'm not fucking with you. Seriously, can you hear me?
I
Can you hear
can't
me
hear
now?
you.
Okay, hang on, hang on, I'll be right back.
I can hear you guys, man. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I can hear you just fine. It's all good for me.
No. Bad. Bad.
Well, I hear you guys, man. Shit. Maybe it's me. Fuck. What if I bounce and come back?
Are you back, Kim?
Taking a washroom break, I think. Go and grab a beer. Just going for a beer. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. See what I'm saying? As soon as I start talking about them, they do something to me.
Can Al? Yeah, but can Al hear you?
Al, can you hear me?
No, he doesn't. No.
He can't hear anybody? What the hell?
No, I can hear you. I can hear
Can
Al.
Anything?
No, I can hear,
Testing.
I can hear him. I can hear him. That's good. I can hear Al. I can hear you. I can hear me. I can hear all you motherfuckers.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened.
Fuck, let me bounce out and I'll come back and then.
Okay, I'll come back if you can hear me too. All right. This is so weird.
Well, you can't leave because it's your stream.
Well, I just left. Hang on.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on.
I can't take over your stream.
I'm just the narrator. I don't know. As soon as I start talking about YouTube, see, they are in my phone. They're in my head. Like, fuck off.
I just heard a click, and then I couldn't hear anybody after that.
Oh my god!
What are you trying to do? Sign language. I'm pointing the word.
Cuckoo.
Oh my god! I need like closed captioning. Fuck! Oh my god!
I like break time. That's it. It's my
Fuck,
favorite.
I didn't even know. Oh shit! I didn't even know what was going on there.
Now what? You hear it now?
No, my dog fucking kicked my beer over. That's what happened.
Oh, son of a!
You guys hear me?
Oh man!
I can hear you, Kim.
Just grab an old T-shirt and throw an old T-shirt.
Oh no, I got fucking rags.
Oh, this is too funny.
Sucks though. Yeah, it's all gonna be sticky beer, sticky.
Oh, I caught it in time. It was just a sip or two, but
Dog doesn't drink it or what?
No, he
Usually-
won't drink it. My cat will.
I know animal. I've seen pets, yes, knock alcohol over on purpose to get a drink.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we got you. Loud and clear.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, my little man kitten's a fucking fiend for beer.
Oh.
Weird. I don't usually see cats get into beer. It's mostly dogs, eh? Cats
Yeah,
like
yeah, my dog not interested in beer. My cat's fucking totally interested in it.
yeah.
That's funny.
He's only 3 months old, but he's still fucking going for it.
My cat likes weed. He's weird. Yeah, like man, like he just knows. He knows from the sound of the paper in his ear. Like he knows the sound when I put a joint in my mouth. It's the crinkle of paper, and I'm about to light it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll light 1,000 cigarettes while he's sitting there in the box sleeping underneath me. But as soon as I go put a fucking joint in my mouth, cat's right there, fucking making noises with his eyes aren't even open. He's like meow meow, and then he gets up and jumps on my lap because he wants to get fucking high, man. Cats like weed.
That's
funny.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. He just fucking likes weed, man.
Cat's based.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? I think maybe he was smoking before he got here, right?
That's how
Yeah,
I'm not-
maybe you got that fucking reincarnated soul of Bob Marley or something in that little bugger.
Or whoever had him before me, wherever he came from fucking Stoner House. I don't know.
That's funny. Oh my god. Yeah, as soon as I started talking about YouTube, they're right on me. Like they love
Stop
me.
talking about them.
Well, I was trying to explain what happened when I was trying to upload that stupid video, and they like struck it down, and it was unlisted. Like, and then I couldn't stream for 24 hours, and I'm like, what the hell? They just make up rules with me.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh
how
yeah.
to do all that stuff, so I don't get in trouble.
Oh. You know what? Trouble.
I knew how to
phones.
post stuff, to do stuff. If I knew how to pull clips, I only just figured out how to put StreamYard up in my chat there the other day. That was
You're welcome.
yes. Thank you, Al. Thanks, man.
That was funny.
Well, Michelle was kind of helping out, but then now
Yeah.
it was like it was a team effort.
Oh
What
yeah.
was that? Just to pull up the comments? Is that what you said on
Just for me
StreamYard?
to- No, because everybody's telling me how to do this, but they're off the screen, and you can just see the smoke coming out of my ears going.
He was just trying to put the StreamYard link in the YouTube comment section.
I don't know. Why?
It's like copy, paste, copy, paste. No copy, no pasty. Like
I need arrows.
Michelle to
couple
the
buttons on
rescue.
one side.
That's hilarious, but I'm laughing because I'm the same way now. Like I used to be so good at a computer, and now I couldn't even find the delete button the other day. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, yeah. Well, you know what too is like fucking. I'm really good with words and whatever. Like I can type, I can write, I can do cursive.
Yeah,
Autocorrect is the
yeah,
fucking
awesome.
bane of my existence.
yeah,
Like it just takes a perfectly. You type the word bag,
yeah,
like I'm gonna pick up this bag, and it turns it to back.
yeah. Or
And I'm like,
ducking.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like I literally is bag not a word anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I turned it off on my phone, but it still changes words on me.
I know. It's fucking.
Can't have any more of those bags, man.
Well, it's just like those are two different words. Like if my phone is like capable of launching a spaceship, but it can't differentiate between 3 and 4 letters. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I have the same problem. But that's funny.
Well, it's pretty like most shit you can proofread, but it's like particularly bad for the chats that we're all in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine screws up all the time. Types words I didn't even say. Like, what the hell?
I do
The
the
phone
one
set
thing
me up.
type on the keyboard. That's all I do, man. I don't have a phone. I don't have a cell phone, so like
Oh.
I tried texting, man. I don't get the whole texting thing. I did it once, man. And I still don't know how I did it.
It's a lot easier nowadays, Chris.
Yeah,
You don't have to flip the phone open or anything.
Yeah, or hit the number 3 times, remember, to get like JKL. Yeah.
You know what? And I was surprisingly good at that.
Same.
It was just
Yeah,
like you just knew like C was like 1, 2, 3, like
Yeah.
hits.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like when you haven't played 501 in a long time and you start doing dart math because you haven't played that dart game in a while. And once you start getting the hang of the math, you're either subtracting or you're at, like, you know what I mean? Different. There's
Yep.
lots of
Oh, yeah.
dart games where you have to use your brain. And once you start, the more you use it, it's not like riding a bike, man. Shit gets rusty.
I know. Oh my god.
Addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
Some bit.
Right? Division. I can fuck that nonsense.
Spelling sometimes.
I wasn't bad. Well, I was bad in math, but when I got to algebra, when I started putting letters and numbers together,
Oh yeah, that's when I started skipping. I'm like, fuck you guys.
I'm done, man. I'm done. Like, I don't even know my times table, and you guys want me to figure out letters and numbers and shit. Like, I gotta go. Can I go to the library? Okay, I go to the library and I draw and read.
Well, like we kind of talked about this before. It's like the math that they even teach nowadays is, or like on the last student, but like it's not the same. Like my mom is an education assistant, and when they introduced Common Core math to the school systems, she was as fucking confused as the kids were.
I don't even know what that is. Common Core math.
Yeah,
My math teachers tried their best with me, man.
Like, okay, so obviously, Kim, you learned like the way we all learned, right?
Yeah.
This way is like, it's weird. It's like, okay, take the word 1980, draw 2 fucking lines through it, or 3 lines through it beneath each letter. Put 1 line across the other way. Add these 2 letters, bring it down. It's fucked. It's really confusing.
I'm surprised I was even listening to you that long. I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. It's like most people
2 lines
don't,
and the line on the other one. Man, what?
you know, and the fucked up thing is it works, but it's just like a stupider way of getting there.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Is a word.
Well, that explains the world done today.
Right? It is
I mean, more dumb.
Remember?
Yeah.
Stupider is a word. I've been saying that for a long time.
More dumb.
That is a word.
I don't know.
No,
But
stupider
like
is
anyway,
a word.
it's the point is they reach the same conclusion, but like if you do it the way that we all learned it, you can just go, okay, do done. Like this way, there's like a whole process to it, and it's like at the end, the kids get a little prize for like it's like a reward. Like the number comes out, and you're like, oh, cool, that's the answer. Like before, it's just like, okay, this times this equals this, done.
Yeah.
I wish I had all my old school duotangs. Right?
I was actually thinking about duotangs yesterday. I'm like, do they still make those things?
Yeah, absolutely. But I used to have like down the sides of them. I used to have like there'd be like it was a fucking dart game. You'd see like lines, doop, 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 and a line through it, and you'd see like rudimentary in my friggin' stoner brain math on the side of my page as I'm trying to figure out a simple question over here. I'm doing this great big friggin' stupid equation down the side over here because I don't want to look like an idiot, so I'm just doing it on the side like doo-doo-doo. And then I doodle over top of it and turn it into a fucking sketch or something. Yeah. I'm getting flashbacks. Man. It's not good.
I've lost a lot of brain cells over the years.
Duotang.
I bet you I have some somewhere. I know I got a lot of my old junior high nonsense. I might have some of those where I have my little math, like, cause that's what I did, man. I do little fucking ticks on the side of the fucking paper. Like, I'd be going, wait, 1, 2, but on the side of my paper, instead of going like this with my hand, I was doing this on the side of the paper.
I think the joke's on them because how many times did the teacher say you're not always going to have a calculator on you? Well, guess what? Man, it's on our phone, right?
We're allowed. I had a little watch calculator.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kim.
Yeah.
That's a great point. I never thought of that. Because, there's been a number of people tell me that over the years.
Same. Yep.
If I was allowed to have a calculator, that probably still wouldn't have helped me because I would have just been pushing buttons then, right? It wouldn't have taught me math. It would have just been me, okay, well here we go.
You still have to know how to operate a calculator. Like if you don't know what division and multiplication is,
No, but I can operate a
You
calculator.
can't get to the conclusion even with the calculator.
I could have done it with a calculator. I just couldn't do it like by hand. I don't know, for some weird reason. It was weird. If I had a calculator, I probably could have done it with a calculator, right? Because it gives you the calculation. It gives you the calculation right there. Here's your calculation. Figure it out. So all you have to do is just type it into the fucking calculator, and the calculator fucking figures it out for you.
You know, the ones that would always get me, and they still do to this fucking day, and I don't know what the block is in my brain that just doesn't want to receive this information, but it'd be like, train A is traveling this way at X, you know, and train B going this way, and it's like too much information, and my brain just shuts off. It's like, no, I'm not listening to your shit. Like, no, it won't take it.
I don't mind those ones. It was like when you got into decimals for me, that started fucking shit up.
Well, I learned fractions because of weed.
I'm great with it now because I've been reading a tape measure for like the last 25 years. But
that helps.
You know, but like, I didn't know. I was pissed off with it in school, and then someone just like was like I show up to a job like picking up garbage. They're like, here's a tape measure. Like, look at it. It would have taken 3 days in high school for a teacher to just go, this is how fractions work. And decimals. Yeah. You know what I mean? And have a tape measure rather than to just do what they did for like 3 weeks.
Right.
You know, because it was more confusing in the end than a tape measure is in the beginning.
Well, if you want to find out how stupid we really are, look at the curriculum they're teaching kids these days at such a young age. It just blows my mind. Like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? No. Like, I mean, it's crazy what they're teaching them. What we would have started learning at like the high school level, kids in grade 3 are learning. Like, it's stupid.
The fact that there was even a show named that fucking disturbs me greatly.
Oh, fuck. Well, the fact that I am not smarter than a 5th grader disturbs me.
Yeah, it's like, you're starting to make me question whether I am or not either.
Oh my god. 3 Stooges up here. Fuck. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god.
Like I said, I'm disturbed. I need a smoke.
Hey, Carol says she can hear all of us. Carol.
Yes. Hi, Carol.
Hello.
I don't know if she's still out here. I think that was a while ago.
Hope I didn't pronounce that. No, it's pretty fresh. That 1:57. Yeah, that's pretty fresh. 10 minutes ago.
Oh. Well, things change out here.
Maybe she went for a smoke and came back.
She's got a bear living under her deck. She doesn't go out at night.
She got a girl living on her deck and she wears a shaw at night. What? That's what I heard.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
My hearing, I'm deaf in this ear a little bit, right?
She's got a bear living under her deck, so she doesn't go out at night. I would hope.
Fuck. That's
fucking badass, is what that is.
I know.
I don't think I'm that. No, that's no nighttime strolls.
Because I could see you going out there, actually.
I didn't hear damn. Oh no, I swear I heard you.
Fuck! What person wouldn't try and go make friends with that thing?
Hey, buddy.
Oh my god!
Peanut butter sandwich. Wanna be my friend? Yeah, but then but then you become friends and you guys are buddies, and then you can go like, "Hey, see that guy over there? I don't like that guy down there. Man. He's got glasses on and he talks about milk a lot."
Well, could you imagine if your yard was its territory and you were its bear cubs?
It is her territory. Well, this thing has been living there for years, and I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, you got a home invader. Like, look out! You'd have. It would be like Canadian Russia here. Like, you just have a fucking bear as a pet.
Oh my god!
Glenn B's in the house. He says the audio is good.
Oh, good. 'Cause I hear an echo on my end. I don't know.
Just can't see Kim because Kim's the narrator.
I'm the narrator of the
That's
shit show.
No, I mean, good for her. Like, that's awesome.
A bear.
Oh fuck! I could totally see Chris on there. Trying to make friends with the bear.
Hey, little buddy. Are you my friend?
Honestly, I don't think it'd be that hard.
None of us hungry.
Oh, just be like, plum trees are over there. Fucking gardens that way. Help yourself. Make yourself at home.
Oh my god.
From St. John, New Brunswick. I'm from New Brunswick. Yeah, we're from St. John, man. You're from the harbor down south. Your experience with bears is not that much there. I know. I'm from New Brunswick. Yeah, I know bears. If you go around the deck, it's like, oh, it's a big bear. Right?
Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Holy.
Dude, last place I lived, like, we made like peace with the bear clan because we had plum trees and shit, and we lived on a salmon bearing creek. So every year the salmon would die off, and like there'd just be dead salmon in our backyard, like 10 feet beyond our fence.
Oh yeah.
So we had fucking bears, and there was a couple, like, one of them showed up middle of the night. It was fucking like pissing rain, like the rain you can hear on your roof kind of shit.
Yeah.
And fucking garbage can goes over, dogs barking in the house. I'm like, fuck. I go outside, and just the rain is monsoon, and I'm looking at this bear on my back porch with my garbage can, and I was so like kind of half asleep, but this thing's like 10 feet away on my porch.
Wow.
And I thought it was covered in like fucking clay, because out behind our house there's like a bank of like clay,
Right.
and where it's like, because I used to go fish back there, I know that. Fucking, I'm like, this bear like was like probably tried to crawl up it and fucking had a hard time doing that. I found out the next day, like, I scared it off. It wasn't hard, whatever. I found out the next day it was in my neighbor's carport, and they had a sheet hanging up on a shelf with a can of yellow and blue paint.
Yeah.
And the bear fucking pulled the sheet down, and like yellow and blue paint landed on it. And when we woke up in the morning, it was like fucked. The whole fucking deck was just covered in paint. The garbage cans were never the same. Like,
I'm not
you
just
can
explaining that.
Yeah, oh yeah, like our local newspaper actually like wrote about it. It was like the paint bear of 2000 or like 19.
Slava.
Yeah. Slava,
Yeah, that's what I
Slava
thought we said
Beartini.
blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow paint all over their deck.
No,
yellow
seriously, but it was like what it was. It was like pastel colors. It was like sky blue and like yellow. So it made a white. It just made this bear covered in white.
It's just a shitty covered in paint bear is what he is, poor bastard.
That's what I was like, imagine that bear trying to get that out of its fucking fur. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I always wonder? How do animals get on the fucking island? Like, do they swim? Like, how do they get there?
Oh, they swim, yeah.
island?
In the ocean?
Oh fuck, they can go. They can go.
Our
For a
island?
while,
Yeah.
They have
My
they can go
island?
for a while.
Yeah.
They
The
do
first
that.
time I went out there, I was like, how do animals get out here? Like, I mean, it's an hour ferry ride from Vancouver.
Yeah, but it's not a small island. I mean, if you drive tip to tip, it's like 9.5 hours. If you drive across it, it's like 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a population of almost it's like 900,000 now. With
Yeah, it's
Ukraine.
grown a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a small place, so there's like habitats, and they breed here. There's the only thing that's come across recently is we just got grizzly bears.
Really?
Yeah, they came down from the north, and then they swam across up around the northern tip of Vancouver Island. There's a lot of islands.
Yeah.
A lot of islands in there, so it's short swims each time.
Okay.
So they have resting periods, and they're also like, I mean, there's also wildlife on those islands, but you know, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
they swam across, and now we've got, but we've got wolves, like wolf packs here. We've got grizzlies now. We got we have the biggest population of mountain lions on the planet.
Yeah, that's kind of
Like,
cool. But
per
not
capita.
That's actually kind of freaky because I used to do a lot of camping there at Perry's RV in a tent.
Yeah, they
You don't really have to worry about them. They're not really interested in you. There's plenty of deer and plenty of food here for them.
They
Okay.
eat all the pests. They eat all the pests. So we get all the idiots get all the vermin. We get the coyotes, the raccoons, the fucking possums, because we don't have anything to eat them. And we have all the rodents. We have turkey vultures fucking flying over all the time. Fucking Hamilton. There's all kinds of rodents and the coyote pot. Got coyotes fucking booting around downtown Hamilton, for fuck's sakes, man. Like Hamilton, this is a metropolis city. And you got coyotes fucking like they own the place, fucking walking all over the place, just eating shit. Because we used to be able to shoot them. They're not allowed to shoot them anymore, I guess. I don't know.
That's fucked up to me. Like how I don't know, because wildlife like generally will leave you alone unless you got something to offer for it.
And wolves, they eat those. Like so, like there's a fucking hierarchy. Oh, there's that word, hierarchy. There is though, man. In nature,
in the animal kingdom for sure. I mean,
right.
Well, there is in a lot of other places too.
But on nature, and you're taking over their fucking habitat. You're already fucked it up as it is. But now you have all the smaller little creatures that used to get eaten. They're all fucking in a safe haven in their 15-minute city, right? And all the fucking creatures that would eat them are all on the outside getting fucking shot and hunted and pushed away. I don't know. Fucking stone. Sorry, man. Sorry, Kim. Kim, you're still there?
Did she?
This is her show. She can't just fucking what? How's this?
I guess you can. I guess Fuck.
How is this possible? This is Kim's tripping. Unless it's just you and I, and she's gone. And
it says we're in the show, so I don't know. I think she might be having some technical difficulties.
Or she could have went to the can. I don't know. I gotta go grab a beer. How about you? How's yours? You want one? Or you want a coffee?
I'm half full, but yeah, you can. They can stare at me if they want.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, give me something to talk about, and I'll talk about it.
Oh, shit! I got a couple things I was going to talk about. Give me a second. Let me go grab this, and I'll think about it.
No, give me something to talk about.
Because I watched the boys today talk with Chris Guy was on with the guys today, right?
Yeah, I was watching that. Yeah. I didn't catch the whole thing. I caught like the last 3 hours.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of it too. Yeah, I went back and watched the beginning, but it was the Chris Guy part that was funny history. Oh man,
it's part of that thing where it's just like, well, all right, go grab your beer. I mean, I can speak my piece on the Chris Guy thing. Basically, I mean, it kind of lends itself to the accelerate thing, but also, what else are we gonna do? I mean, you have to upset the apple cart some way, somehow, and if he can do it, good for him. Yeah, I'll support that. There has to be disruption one way or the other.
Can you hear me now?
Mostly peaceful, hopefully.
Yes, Kim, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what the hell happened. I had to turn my phone off and on. I don't know.
All I could hear is at the kitchen. I was listening to Al. And I heard, can you hear me now? I thought it was Michelle. I was giving shit. Like I thought Michelle
sorry.
was making too much noise or something.
No, I don't know what happened there.
Did she say, damn it, Al? I didn't hear that. I just heard, like...
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That's what I said, yeah.
I would have thought.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not damn it, Al. That's funny.
Wow. Wouldn't be the first time I heard that.
Yeah. That'd be one of the nicer things I've heard. So
oh, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it started like both of your guys' circles. I don't know what happened. I couldn't get on my internet. I'm like, oh god, my phone's possessed.
That's it. We just took
Yeah.
over like Chris Guy, man. We took over and the Chris Guy, buy my merch, get my shit. He runs. You know what, man? I the more I listen to these guys, man, the more I believe that he can actually win.
I actually think he's got a decent shot at it. If they let that happen is another thing, but he's got a
If
massive
they
social
let
media
that happen.
flaunt.
He said
Well,
it.
you know.
If they let that happen. That's exactly it. If they let that happen.
Well,
Who's they?
I know
Who
that
is
there's.
they? Please,
Well,
pray tell.
That's what I would like to know, who they are, because I like to have a chat with they.
You know who they are. You know who they are. We know
Well,
who
do
went to the
we?
island.
Do we?
You know who went to the island? Who
I
went to
could
the island?
guess. I could hazard an uneducated guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, who do you think it is?
I mean, there's certain Laurentian elites in this country that are well above Justin Trudeau. You know.
No, they literally have a club. There's a couple different clubs. They're all in those
Well,
clubs.
there's international clubs. There's all the other clubs. You know, they're all in cahoots with one another.
Cahoots. The cahoots.
I know, right?
Oh, there's another word. Cahoots.
That's who they are. The cahoots.
They're all in cahoots.
Word of the day. You guys are welcome.
The cahoots come with an NDA and a lump sum of money involved.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cahoots could go with coots. Could be a song there, right? Coots and cahoots.
Actually, that's
Well,
not
the
funny.
RCMP,
RCMP.
if you want to hear that put in, in my opinion, I do think that the RCMP are in cahoots with the provincial government about coots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the poor guy sitting in jail that can't even get a bail review. It's been a year and they can't even get bail.
They can't even get like their discovery package.
Okay, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, because there was a time back when I first started getting into listening to politics, what I didn't like when Harper got rid of the dead time, so there's no more dead time. So if you were arrested on whatever, say you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, right? So the time that you spend in jail waiting for trial is deducted from anything that if you might
it's time served or whatever they call it.
But if you're found innocent, then whatever, that's just time you just fucking lost, right?
Oh yeah, you can't get that back.
No, you don't get it back. No,
that's the one thing about time.
Yeah, you don't get your job back, possibly your wife back.
Yeah,
right. The time it took you sitting in there, right? Like some people won't wait for you, right?
Well,
life isn't going to wait for you while you're sitting in there in the can, right? The world's going to keep going, moving on without you.
Yep.
You're in there, and
like
you're
if
forgotten.
you were trying to sell time, like as a salesman, it would just be like time, like make the best of it.
Right.
Yes. It's so true, but we need a shirt or something that says that. Like, you know, look, time, it's all borrowed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a time infomercial there for you. Like,
oh my God. We could sell anything, I think. That's scary because I say to people that are car salesmen, can't be trusted. So,
no.
If I can sell you time, I've also got a bridge to sell you to.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anybody's buying anything from me.
Politicians are like car salesmen now, man. It's sad. It's like
they're like diapers.
No, but it's like like PP works for fucking Mercedes, and Trudeau works for Benz. It's like these guys are like they're all cut from the same nonsense, and they all work for the same people.
Well, it's funny that you say
representatives. That. They're like car dealers, and they're gonna sell you this car, and they're gonna give you all these options, and it's like You want the power windows, or you want this, you want that, you want heated seats. What do you? It's like,
Yeah.
and then they don't give it to you. They give it to you, it doesn't work.
It's 11.
Oh,
Well, and it's like that. The more friggin' things you add into your brand new vehicle, the more goes wrong.
Yeah. And then you get it, and it's got 4 flat tires that don't have.
oh, what was that when
Yeah.
when Homer Simpson designed a car? Right? Remember that car Homer Simpson designed?
No.
The Homer fucking mobile, whatever the fuck it was. Right?
Oh yeah.
Remember his brother he found his long lost brother, and his brother started an automobile company,
Yeah, dude.
and then he let Homer fucking design the car,
Oh,
and he
God.
totally fucked it. That's our politicians.
Oh my God, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Holy fuck. Deep Thoughts by Jack Candy.
No one remembers that episode, eh? It was a big
Oh no, I
station wagon.
I remember that episode.
It was a god awful looking fucking car. It was kind of cool, but not really.
Oh yeah, it was like space age. Like pink, pink fucking and brown like donutty.
It was, yeah. It was awful.
Holy shit.
So
I need
getting
another
back on a
beer.
serious note, so I watched Blanco Lirio a lot. And that guy's a pilot, man. And he's as smart as fuck, man. That guy's serious he's sober as a judge, and he's a smart dude. And he was talking about the FTC.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
Did you say Bob O'Leary?
No, Blanco Lirio. Juan Brown from Blanco Lirio. That's his channel, Blanco Lirio. He does all the plane crash investigations and shit.
Oh, okay.
And he breaks them down, right? Like breaks them down and shows you like the speed, and he breaks it down like to layman's terms, so dumb guys like me can figure it out. But what's the Jesus Christ? I'm fucking stoned. I can't. All these it's acronyms that piss me off.
Yeah.
But the FTC, the one that investigates the Transportation Safety Board.
Oh, Jesus. Are you asking me? I don't know.
I don't know. There's a couple of them, but there's one NTSB.
Yeah, I think it's the FTC, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's one that usually investigates. They're in charge of investigating airplane crashes, but they're also in charge of trains too. So apparently, what they were saying was,
the EDA,
I don't know.
the Environmental Department of Agriculture.
No. This is no. NTSB. That's what it is.
I have no idea. Like, are we even talking English
National
anymore?
Transportation Safety Board.
Okay.
That's what it is. So they investigate airplane crashes and train crashes and domestic soil and shit. So they have meters that they're heat gauges. So they can tell if there's a bearing or an axle that's overheated and it's not fucking lubricated, and they'll get fucking red hot. So there's sensors in the tracks. So apparently these sensors picked up that there was an axle. So basically what he was saying, it was an axle that got fucking overheated right quick and snapped and fucking caused it. That's what they're saying. Anyways, that's what.
Where was this?
Blanco Lirio.
Are you talking about like
look him up. Look him up. If you go on a side thing.
You're talking about the Ottawa thing, though, right?
Ottawa thing, what?
Or no, so the Ohio thing.
Yeah, it's the Ohio derailment, but it's
yeah, so they had video of that caught off a security camera from some business of that thing like on fire 43 minutes before it derailed.
What?
Before it derailed. Right, because it could have been an overheated friggin' axle.
Oh, it was on fire when it went past this fucking. It wasn't like the whole thing wasn't engulfed.
Could have been a cause of the fire.
It was like a grease, obviously a bearing seized up, grease lit on fire, or probably lack thereof, but what was left. burning also molten steel.
So you got a metal container sitting there full of fucking toxic, fucking flammable shit. Underneath it is iron, steel,
Right.
which gets orange hot,
Yeah.
white hot sometimes, underneath the container.
Oh yeah,
full of
no,
stuff that's
I
not
see
good
what
for
you're
you.
I see what you're saying. All I was getting at is that there's camera footage from 43 minutes before the derailment that train car was on fire.
And there's another story about a piece
Wow.
of pipe that was found a mile and a half away in a field. The end of a piece of pipe bomb. Yeah, I know, but this is the thing, man. This is the thing. This is what muddies the waters, right? Like, fuck. But the NTSB report that Blanco Aéreo came out with was an official report, came from an official site. But what I wanted to get at was the FAA. There's different agencies, like those acronym. I fucking hate FAA. All these letters. I'm not military, man. I don't fucking speak the fucking
Yeah, like just
language, right? But
Mm.
but anyways, my point was, like, some of them are being infiltrated by like fucking woke tards now, because they're pushing the gender language in them.
Oh, lots of them.
You can't do that with the air industry, man. You can't do that. When you're a radio tower controller, you can't. There's no time in the military. There's no time for worrying about pronouns and feelings. You can't do that when you're in that focused environment, man. There's no time for your make-believe stuff. You can't do it. You can't, man. It's people are gonna die, for fuck's sakes.
well, I think that's already happening.
But they're starting to infiltrate these major industries. No, but these people investigate these accidents to make sure they don't fucking happen again. And you need serious people with serious minds that are engineers, that are smart fuckers, not diversity hires. People hired by merit, man. People who've seen all kinds of dead bodies in plane crashes before, and they can handle it, right?
Yeah, no, not only that, but I mean, look around like everyone's fucking countries. These things are happening more and more and more. Look at the airline industries. Our airline industries have never functioned more poorly than they do right now.
Well,
Like,
and you do realize that that's under Trudeau's belt, is the airlines and all that. Every single area that he's responsible for is failing.
Yeah. But it's not even just here. It's like it's worldwide. Like, these are systematic crashes, right? So
they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
They're doing it on purpose because they want to usher in what we all fucking know is coming, and we're all, let me get my fucking tinfoil hat.
They went real quick from like disabling the airlines from being efficient to, hey, you guys want some 15-minute smart cities?
Look at this hat.
Like, I'm pretty sure we did that in like 2 months.
Yeah.
I already live in a smart. I live in a 15-minute city, man. I've been doing it for a while since I stopped driving. Actually, well, before I stopped. But now that I don't drive, like, I can, like, my beer store's over here, my bank's down there, fucking everything's within walking distance, or fucking bus if I have to, or I'll just cab, man.
Yeah, you've set yourself up for success by living within the area that meets your needs, cheap. Right?
Yeah, I'm just a cheap. I'm like my grandfather now, I guess. Fuck, it sucks. Sit on my porch and drink beer and yell at people like, "I get off my lawn."
I guess I've turned into your grandpa too, because I was yelling at the people upstairs last week that if they didn't shut the fuck up, I was coming there to punch them in the face. Thought I didn't hear them for days.
That'll learn them.
You know you're having a bad day when. And I didn't just yell it, I got my fucking megaphone out.
Give me a sec. I'll be back in like 5.
Okay.
No, what? No. Look at this friggin' guy. What, man? This isn't fair, Kim. This isn't fair. Look at it, man. It's super hat.
I can miss my pants. Oh, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I am a shit show. Like I should be the one with the fucking tinfoil hat on. Oh my god. Everything I do every day is like this.
Maybe I should get my. I can turn my camera off, and I'll just be like circle like this goes.
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I've tried to fix it. StreamYard's just mad at me too. I don't know. Like,
Oh, there's something in the private chat. I didn't check that one. So I don't know. I can't hear anything now. Alistair. That was when he said. Oh, that was a long time ago. Shit, that's old. Yeah, no, Glenn's gone to bed. I think.
well, it's like 20 to 3 in the morning. I'm fucking like crying. I'm laughing so hard, but oh, idiots everywhere.
Spit out his rye. That's a waste of rye, man. Jeez, come on, man.
Anybody just tuning in, all they see is me on the screen. And they don't know where the fuck I'm coming from.
Spitting rye.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
If I put tunes on, I wonder if you guys could hear them. I don't, yeah, last time it didn't work.
Well, maybe. Okay, try it.
Yeah. That's a perfect tune.
What the do 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 do? Oh, fuck. Too funny. Oh my
Al's
god.
coming back.
Oh god. Too funny.
This is why I wear the hat, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, I was laughing at fucking war campaign stream yesterday, and Vinny was wearing like a Russian fur hat. We were calling it a beaver, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's cool, man.
That's funny.
I actually haven't watched that yet, but I'm going to.
It was good, like, and it reminds me of us, like, just a total shit show, like, fuck, stupid things, but you just laugh your ass off, you know.
I like that shit.
Me too. I live for it.
Yeah.
That's my life every day, so I have to laugh at it because if not, you cry or scream.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what's fucking going on at my house right now. This is my barbecue.
What is that?
Clean that off. Spark it up. That shit.
Dude, there's like 2 feet of snow on that thing right now.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, but
We
we
got
want a barbecue.
From the other day, but I don't even think we have like 3 inches out there.
Oh, we've had one on the 23rd, and we're having one now. Like they call them a snow event now.
Hey,
Yeah.
no,
Snowflake. It's like stupid fucking like words, you know. They use these like it's like we're having like a fucking Arctic bomb.
Yeah.
You know.
Or vortex, they call it. It's like, no, fuckface, it's winter. Like,
Oh,
Right?
you know what?
Yeah, I've
gonna-
seen
Gonna be really hot in the summer. We're gonna have a heat dome.
you West Coasters. As soon as you guys get snow, you're like, oh no, gotta fucking hide out. Fucking
we have a weather system coming, like, batten down the hatches. Fuck off. It's Canada.
Oh,
Right.
they're so
Figure it
fucked. They're so fucked.
When the Statue of Liberty is sitting on a fucking patch of dust, then I might believe, okay? But until then, no.
Oh yeah. No, there's, you know, Al Gore told me in like 2001 that Florida was like underwater by now.
Yeah. And California and the island,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Two
Yeah,
words.
the-
Sable Island. Sable friggin' Island.
it was an inconvenient truth.
Yeah.
Sable
Huh.
Island.
Except it wasn't. It was an inconvenient fucking retarded lie that fucked up like so many people up.
Right.
Here's a good tune. Here, I gotta find this one. Well, there's what I gotta watch. YouTube doesn't fucking fuck you up because this is your show, not mine, right?
Oh, I don't.
wanna find-
Yeah.
I don't
I
think you
I
guys will hear
probably
that.
already fucked this up for her for sure.
Oh, YouTube really does love me. Like, I'm not kidding when I make this stuff up. Like, they basically said I was a threat to society on my last channel for showing Ottawa events. Like, go figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lengths that they'll go to like make you the devil.
I'm shadow banned. I'm censored. I've lost like 4 channels. I mean, I'm not a threat because if I was, like, I would have done the damage already. You know what I mean? I've been out here for years.
Well, I think that's like the thing about like all of us. It's like, okay, we have opinions that you don't agree with, but like none of us are like violent people.
Yeah. And that's the way they're trying to make it.
Ah,
Like
Not
we're
criminal
yeah,
code
we're
violence. Not
like,
criminal code
that's-
violence.
I'll kick your ass. No, actually, you guys kick my ass.
well, I mean, I'm for like
I ain't kicking
fair
anybody's ass.
for like a good old fair duel, like or hand to hand combat, like that. You know, in a controlled manner. But you can't even have like you can't even rely on society to have a good fight. You probably just get stabbed.
That's a scary
Yeah.
part. Oh,
For
yeah,
one. And then for 2, like, I mean, do you expect any justice if somebody called the cops, right? Because nowadays, if that happens, people
Yeah,
pull
for
out
sure.
their phones, record it, then you got heat on you, then you're in the system and you're screwed.
Well, I mean, they are. You're dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, assuming it was like a fight that you could both walk away from them,
That
is what I
part.
meant.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was talking about like if someone just like it's like, okay, do we have a problem here? And they just fucking like stab you in the throat.
Well, that's the
Like
world we're in now. Yeah, it's sad.
it's like
You can't even
it is
react.
sad
He's
because
dead.
there was a time when you could just be like, hey, that was my parking spot. And it was like I was backing in. No, I was pulling in front ways. And you just like have a fisticuffs in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And you know, now it's just like you're either gonna get shot, stabbed. I
No.
mean, you'd be lucky if the guy didn't fucking, even if he like got you unconscious, if he stopped at just doing that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a scary world we live in.
I literally
Unfortunately.
remember, man. I shit you not, man. I remember back in the '80s when I first started getting into scraps. I played hockey and whatever, and my friends would punch each other out, man. We'd be best friends afterwards, man.
Yeah.
Shit you not. There was
Yeah,
guys,
oh,
there was
yeah.
bullies I went to school with. Who fucking, like I had enough. I fucking scrapped them, and we were best friends afterwards. And best
Yep,
friends to
that's
this
how
day.
guys are.
Some of them, right? To this
Mhm.
day, we still talk, right?
Some of my best friends are people that happened with.
Yeah.
However, St. John was an Irish. It still is kind of an Irish city. That's their majority background and shit, right? Irish immigrants and stuff. It's weird history. Anyways, but there used to be. We'd go out, we'd duke it out, and I remember fucking cops. Somebody would yell cops, and we'd
And everybody's
stop fighting.
scattered.
No, they'd yell cops, and we'd be sitting there like this, and we'd stop and we'd look, both of us, and we wouldn't see the cops, and people were like, okay, it's okay. We'd fucking go back to it, and they'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
no, cops for real, cops for real. And then we both look, and it's too late, and then there's a cop, and we both just stop and go, put our arms around each other and go, oh, we both just fell. Like, I've done that 2 or 3 times back in the early 90s, right? I've done it with a couple dudes. Fucking one guy I didn't know. Actually, a couple guys, both of them I didn't. I knew afterwards, right? We went back inside and we had a fucking beer afterwards. But I found out around 93, 94, there was a generational change. Like, there was the younger kids coming up and they fought in groups. They didn't know how to fight on their own. Like, they had to fight in groups, and it just evolved into stabbings and fucking because they're little generations of cowards. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to be a man. They don't ever
Well,
watch the
the
Western.
world
and
has
they're fucking
escalated too. Yeah, but now the world has changed totally. And like, I mean, the last few years, if you weren't, mental before that, you are now. Like, I mean, it's changed everything. The way
Oh, yeah.
people like online shit is worse. That's how people fight now is like, keyboard warriors. And it's like, dude, if you were in front of my face, you wouldn't say half the shit that you're keep keying out on your little fucking keyboard there.
Right? But like, you should never say anything about anybody you wouldn't say to their face.
That's
Right?
that's the way I think, but like a lot of people don't for some reason,
Or
and I
say
don't
anything about anybody that you wouldn't say to their face. Like,
exactly.
You don't talk. You don't like. We all gossip, man. Everybody gossips and says, like, every time someone leaves the room, like, or someone leaves, like, oh yeah, that was so nice to see that person. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about? Oh, fuck it, here we go now, right?
Yeah.
No, like, don't talk about people when they're not in the room. And you got nothing nice to say, don't say it. And if you got something to say about somebody, say it to their face. Like don't piss in the
These are
wind.
basic principles of
Don't eat
life
yellow
that
snow.
they're
Don't
lost on
shit where you
humanity.
eat. Don't cut another man's grass. Right?
Yeah. These are basic principles, but we've veered so far away from them that it's not. It's sad, kind of, in a way. Like, I miss the old days where people had respect and integrity and weren't backstabbers. And now I don't trust people for shit.
Yeah.
But life has made you like that. Like, it's, you know what I mean? You can either pretend like, oh, everything's great, and then be betrayed, or just not trust anybody from the start and not be shocked.
Once you realize that the whole nonsense about blood is thicker than water, that is nonsense.
Yeah,
I have friends, man, that I've known since forever, and they're more family to me than my own family. And I have friends here in Ontario and back east, man, that are more friends to me, or more family to me than my own family. Right?
Well, I can tell you that it's easy. I mean, I got 3 stepbrothers, 1 half brother, and that, like, so I got 4 fucking solid motherfuckers, and we ride or die for each other that way. So it doesn't have to be. It's not blood. You know what I mean?
No, but if you're, all I'm saying is, like, okay, maybe my circumstance is different. I got my family sells a soup fucking sandwich. Put it that way.
Oh no, right? I was completely agreeing with you, Chris. Like,
I got friends that are way more solid. I got friends
than water.
Yeah, I got friends that would fucking totally. I don't know. I don't want to get into it too much, but like, because I still love my family. Obviously, I just don't talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. I just don't talk to them. Fuck. I hope they ain't watching this shit, because
that's why I'm not saying anything.
Nobody watches. Nobody watches. Oh wait, this isn't my show. This is Kim's show. Yeah, they might.
Yeah,
watch
but nobody's up at, like, there's 2 people watching at like 3 a.m. There's 2 people watching us right now, so don't worry. My people don't even get notifications from me. Like, I'm really like just under the radar. Like, you can't even see me on the screen right now. That's how under the radar I am.
I know, but
I got a notification thing, like YouTube one for you earlier. That's why I said hello.
Yeah. Oh well, that's why I was surprised. Like, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I didn't even know." Yeah, I know.
And they could be trying to, like, honey trap us all tonight, say incriminating things about things, and it's like, you guys think we're that dumb? We'll walk the line, and like, I'll speak for myself. I'm not sober right now, but like, I'm never gonna, like, breach the barrier on that. You guys are wasting your fucking time.
This one time at band camp,
yeah,
I did this thing. It was bad.
Don't talk about a flute.
That's what I was wondering. What it is. What's he gonna say? But yeah, that's
back when I thought playing the skin flute meant jerking off.
Okay, he went there.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that what it means? I don't know.
I didn't know. For years and years, I thought playing the skin flute meant you were whacking off, right?
Well, what does it
meant,
mean, man?
No, it meant you were sucking dick. I didn't know that.
Oh, well,
It makes sense, like playing the skin flute. I didn't know that. I thought playing the skin flute meant you were fucking playing the skin flute down here, right? Fucking idiot.
Oh.
It took me until I was almost like, I don't know, 20 to figure that shit out. Fuck. That was a long time. It's like not having it's like getting the lyrics wrong for like everybody knows the lyrics except you, right?
Yeah. They get it wrong. It's them.
That's not me, it's you guys. But when people used to ask me, Chris, man, you know,
it's so misinterpreted.
Imagine someone tuning in now. At least he's got his hat off.
Yeah, man. Oh, fuck.
That's funny.
No skin flutes for Chrissy. Thank you very much.
No, you were just like this one time at band camp, and like from American Pie, it's like the famous quote, right?
Yeah.
Like, please,
the funny thing is, I actually say that all the time. This one time, I do say that.
This one time. Oh,
at band camp, someone will usually pick up, but yeah. It's funny.
That's what that was about, Chris. Let's not go to that time. We don't talk about that time. Don't talk.
Oh, fuck.
We'll talk about that time. It's all good.
You're gonna have to get Slippin' to edit this out.
Yeah, maybe the incriminating parts, I suppose.
Wow. No, just the awkward silences.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I was going to see how long that silence would go.
No, I didn't catch the first part of what he said. And there's a delay on StreamYard. People don't realize that, right? Like, you know what I mean?
That's why you're not on here, because you're on StreamYard and we're on.
Yes. Oh, but no, I've always used StreamYard and was able to still have an avatar. I don't understand.
No, we're on YouTube, man. So you're on a whole.
Well, I know, but StreamYard is linked.
No, I'm on StreamYard.
It's linked to YouTube. It's always worked before. I don't know why all of a sudden now, but I'm not shocked about it. So when I come out here by myself, people only see a black screen. They don't know that I'm talking. Like, I'm here.
Wonder if you guys could hear this too.
I don't know how you're doing that, Kim, but
I don't either. I didn't do it. They did.
That's the weirdest thing.
I know. I don't know anybody else that this has happened to, but I'm always that one. You know?
Well, it's just like there's Chris's small screen, there's my small screen on StreamYard, and then there's just like the black abyss.
That's on the abyss. I'm in the abyss.
You're in the abyss and you're just talking to us.
Yep. It's like God. I'm like God right now.
From the ether, from the black suit.
Yeah, okay, cool. You kind of are. I mean, you can shut me down. It's your channel.
No, that's hilarious. I don't know how it happened, and I can't fix it. I don't know. I don't know what they did to me. They zapped me.
Cheers, anyway. It's hilarious.
It is. It's kind of weird, but it is hilarious. It's like these things happen to me all the time. Like stupid things I can't even explain. Every day.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like get this one. The other day I went to the fucking store, right? And I took money out of the bank machine. I fucking left the store. I come home, the money's gone. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to the store right away. And I don't know how I lost the money that I just took out, but it was not in my car and it was not in the store. Like, where the fuck did it go? I don't know. Like, I can't even explain this shit.
Hopefully that turns into a happy surprise, like, one day.
Surprised you got fucked over. Like, I made someone's day.
Or it's like, surprise, like, you put it somewhere you possibly have, like...
But I didn't even, I got out, before I even got out of the car, I realized it wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I lost it somewhere. But it's like, how can you lose it in between the bank machine at the store and your car? Like, I literally, unless it fell out of my pocket. And I went back within like 2 minutes. And the first thing I said was, anybody in the store? She said, no. So it should have been there, right? If I dropped it, or did the bank machine not give me the fucking money? Like, I don't know. Because now I was in a panic looking for it, right? So it's like, so I called the bank and I was like, can you tell me if the money actually came out of the machine? Because I took it $90. I had the 2 5s, but where's the 80? And they can't even tell me. And there's no fucking camera. So it's like, did it give me the money or not? I don't even know. Like, where was my head? I don't know. In the abyss. Like, fuck if I know.
So you're saying there's a possibility that you might not. Okay, I kind of find that hard to believe because like bank machines don't often just spit out what they don't have. Like they're trained, if they're getting low, they'll say so.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
if you put in $100 and it's just like they only spit out 70, I don't think that's how bank machines work.
Right. So, like, what do you, did I drop it? I don't fucking know.
Well, no, I mean, it sounds probably like somebody, if you're pumping gas, somebody could have like fucking just walked by, like snatched it. Maybe you
But
did drop it.
there was nobody there. So it logically, cute kitty.
There's a
It
kitty.
logically should have been in either my car, my pocket, or in the store. And it was neither. Like, how do you even explain this to people? It's like, but this kind of stupid shit happens to me all the time. Like,
Fucking pass out.
no wonder why I'm ready to fucking pull my hair out every day. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, it fucking happens
hear
to
it's
the best
happened,
of us. I do stupid shit all the time.
Well, let's hear yours because it makes me feel better. Look. Don't drunk, Chris.
This is a stupid shit segment brought to you by Puff a Weed.
Pfizer.
I mean, it's kind of graphic. Like, but I'll just tell you. I mean, I took the tip of my finger off, and I'll explain how.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, like, a couple years ago, I had to move into a thing, so I moved into there. Like, we needed a woodshed, built the woodshed, and at the time, I built the woodshed in like a weird spot because it was weird timing. Like, we had moved in, we had so much shit all around the property.
Mhm.
We were limited. So when the wood came in, like I built the woodshed over top of it just for the winter. Like the timing was awful. So anyway, it worked well for a winter, but it wasn't ever meant to stay there. So I moved the woodshed, and when I was redoing the roof on the other side, I just like went to fucking move some of the tin roofing, and I pinched my finger like in between some tin roofing and another tin roofing.
Oh.
And it just took like flesh, like a chunk.
Oh.
And oh yeah. And then try getting down off like a fucking 10-foot roof.
Yeah.
Did you go to the hospital? You went to the hospital, right?
No.
Guys are like that. No, I'm good.
No, I know a guy who died.
Oh god.
Yeah, I used to party with him out in Keswick, man. He cut himself on
buddy,
sheet metal. He cut himself on sheet metal, and he fucking just wrapped it up and fucking whatever.
Yeah, no, I didn't wrap it up and whatever. Like, I treated it.
No, so did he.
Like,
He poured water on it and fucking wrapped it up and.
No. Like, I got the alcohol out and like.
He didn't have that. He didn't have that. Yeah.
Oh no, I went right to the first aid kit. That was serious enough. I mean, took the goddamn tip of my finger off.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh.
No, he had a good gash too, and he fucking went back to work. He washed it off with water and wrapped it up with fucking a clean rag and put painter's tape around it. Went back to fucking work like a trooper. Started feeling sick. We got home from work and went to the hospital. And they said it was too late for him. They said, no, you should have came in sooner. It's too late for you. Now you have blood poisoning, and he died that night.
Oh my god.
Yeah, blood poisoning because he waited too long.
Oh,
It's like that story of that guy who got bit by the cobra. Who's been I'm tough, man. I can take a cobra bite, and he fucking
that
took a cobra
fucking
bite.
Crocodile Dundee
Yeah,
guy.
no, but this cobra guy, this fucking guy got bit by a cobra, and he went to the bar afterwards and drank the beers and bragged about fucking how he's fine. It's been hours and hours since he got bit by a cobra, but didn't clue in that it takes hours and hours to die from a cobra, right? Fucking
So he died.
No,
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
so. And there's another one too. Like there's like mouse shit. So when you don't fucking when you're renovating an old fucking 100-year-old home or an 80-year-old home or a 50-year-old home, it doesn't matter. My basement, the house I bought, they renovated a room down the basement, which I would never put a fucking room down that basement until I was done with it. But they weren't done with it. And that was only 3 years old, and it had fucking mouse and rat shit on the. And mold.
God!
It was only 3. It was only 3 years old. That was built for their daughter for the basement.
My God!
Okay,
I rented something like that before.
Imagine doing an old home that has fucking years and years and years of fucking mouse and rat shit in it and raccoon shit. If you don't wear a proper respirator when you're ripping down an old plaster and lath, and you're breathing all that crap in.
Yeah.
You die. So these two guys died from Barre syndrome because they weren't wearing masks. One guy was, I think, in his 20s, and the other guy was in his late 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. They both died. The older guy died first.
Are you saying the people that lived in your house this happened to?
No, this is what happens when you don't wear a mask. This is what happens. Like Barre syndrome is like these are the things you breathe in, and I don't know. I fucking lost myself, man. I'm fucking high. All right.
Did you say Barre syndrome?
It's called Barre syndrome. If you don't wear a mask, no, mouse shit will kill you.
Well, no, that's not what I'm fucking high, man. Like, that was funny.
Yeah. And then I'm like, is that Barbara Reese? Who's she?
Fuck, man. I just went on a fucking. Oh, man. I need supervision.
Dude, we understand, like, fucking, you know what? We had like all this snow out here the other day, and fucking what we did see was like there's little footprints in the snow, and it went under my porch, and I was like, little rodent, and you know, whatever. It's because it's cold as fuck here right now, and it's snowing like hell. But anyway, my wife's in like the bedroom, and the cat like just looks at the wall, and my fucking wife looks at me like, I think we might have just caught a rat in the laundry room. I'm like, okay. And it's like it's not even our laundry room. It's like our fucking utility room. Anyway, it's like that trap's been set for like 3 months. And we haven't caught nothing. They haven't been around here the whole time. We like went on a murder spree. We just nuked the whole family. But now they're back. Because when it gets cold, they come out of the woodwork and fucking. So we got them like right away, and it was like,
oh my God! I've never seen a rat up close ever, and I would burn the house down if I did. I swear to God, I'd move out right then. See you later.
They don't get in our house. Like our utility room is separate from the house.
Yeah.
But like she heard the rat trap go off like on the other side of the wall.
Oh God. I was
like, oh, cool.
My buddy Bart had he moved up north in Ontario, right? Oh man, I know a lot. Never mind. Anyways, moved up north, living the dream. Spiders everywhere.
Oh no!
No, but he's renovating the house, man. Like he's trying to seal this place up like tighter than a friggin' whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, he showed me the pictures of these spiders. They're massive.
Oh God!
So he found this. He went online and he found this spider killer thing that you can just point at it and click it. And it just kills a spider. It's like it doesn't shoot anything. It's like it shoots a ray or something. It just kills a spider with some weird ray.
Is it just for spiders?
Yeah. Or insects, I guess. I would assume.
You know damn well that it's not going to be just used for spiders.
That's what I'm asking. Like, is this a fucking taser or what is it?
Like, people will be blinded.
Well, Al grew up with brothers, right? So he knows like someone's drawers are gonna be pulled down and gonna be branding someone on their ass.
It's a jackass video in the waiting right here. Yep.
Let's see, kill spider,
Seriously.
Let's see what it does to cheek your ass.
I thought it was
some reason.
bad enough when fucking DeWalt came out with the salt shooter. It was just like, it's for spiders and like mosquitoes if you're good
For
enough.
your ass.
No, Jesus Christ. No, this it's like a fucking legitimate like DeWalt fucking gun. You just and you load it with salt and you fucking can shoot a spider from like 10, 15,
Maybe that's
20
what it
feet out.
was. Yeah,
If you can snipe a spider up in the corner of your fucking house, boom.
Then you should be a fucking
that's
sniper.
what it was. Yeah, he had this weird. I don't know.
I'm
he had
just
a
happy
couple-
that things like this exist.
I think he tried the stupid
Yeah.
one I think I was talking about, but then he went with the one you're talking about. It looked like a rifle or something that he had. He was
Oh my
going around
God.
shooting spiders, yeah. But you should have seen the size of the man. He had it on video. He's just like fucking just going boof. You can see them up the corner. They're always up the corner, right around the roof up there, your ceiling. Oh, there he is. Oh, and you just go over there, just go, bam, done.
Not out where I am, man. We get the old wolf spiders. They're
Oh
they're
god, yeah.
ground
Yeah.
fighters.
Yeah, they get big here too, man.
They'll crawl
Fucking
all
ground-
over you.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
my
seen
god.
them, and they're fast.
Oh,
Like, they're right
yeah.
fast. Those
They're
are the
hard
ones.
to-
Those are the ones that will go up your fucking pant leg. Yes.
okay, I'm starting to get freaked out here. Like, seriously, oh my god, I'm looking around my room right
They'll
now.
run over your foot, but they would not go up your pant leg, man. That would be a detour, and they took a wrong fucking turn.
But they go for that. They go for the cave, right? So if your pant leg looks like
No.
a cave,
No, like, and I've never had that happen. I've had them run straight over my foot, and I was like, "What
Oh my
was
God.
that?"
Oh my
And then
god.
it's just like you look, and it's like,
Oh my
oh.
god.
"Oh fuck, that's what that was."
Oh. Fuck, I hate spiders. I hate
They
centipedes.
get pretty big.
this is
Oh.
why I miss. This is why I miss my buddy Russ, because Russ, you guys would love Russ, man. My buddy Russ. He's down and he sold his house up around the corner from me for like $680. Made a fortune out that little shoebox.
Holy shit.
When
Yeah.
he paid for it, right?
Yeah.
And now him and his girlfriend are down in Dominican somewhere. I don't know, down in some island. They've been down there for a while. They get me back till March. But he's got a nice plot of land up north. Yeah, this guy figured it out for years, man. And him and I were fucking shooting, bouncing ideas off. What are we gonna do? So he bought a sawmill, which he realized he doesn't need because everybody up there already has one.
Yeah.
But he thought everything out. He planned it all out, right? So when he comes back from living down there all winter, he's gonna get to building his whole. He bought a 16, 17 acres, whatever. So he's got all the trees. He can build all his own shit, man. Like he's
Okay, you guys want to hear something that really has me concerned? Okay.
lost my fucking point.
There was this woman and she made a video before and it was around the time
west.
that they were trying to limit the nitrogen that farmers could use. You guys remember that issue not long ago, like a month or two ago?
What's
Oh
this
yeah,
now?
Okay,
that's
so
been going on for a while.
okay, so she lives in Alberta. Now what they're doing is because they can't really zone the 15-minute cities out in the rural areas because there's nothing that close, right? But now they want to even tell them how many chickens they can have on their farm, how many fucking trees they can have on their property. They can't have more than 10 trees.
I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that alarming? That freaks me out. She's like, you guys, this is scarier than the nitrogen thing. Like, they're literally telling them, like, this is how bad they're getting. Is like they're telling them how a farmer can have only so many limited animals and like, fuck off.
Well, what they're doing is they're attacking from all fronts. So they're
Yeah.
not just attacking the farmers; they're attacking municipal homeowners.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
Yeah.
where does it stop? Is what I want to know.
Over in Russia, they parceled everybody off after they fucked everybody up and went full commie. You were parceled off a little fucking kind of like what we have right now in Hamilton. Same amount of property, maybe a little bit bigger. So you had enough room for a house, enough room to raise just enough food for yourself, and if you were good at it, you could make enough extra to sell, and that was it. That's enough. That you were just parceled off just enough land. With all the fucking land that they have, it could have been a bigger parcel, so you could have fucking sold more. But no, they kept people fucking hungry, man. Like, you have to grow, and you have to fucking grow enough for yourself.
Well, that's
to
what
eat.
they're doing now, and it's scary to me. Like,
I can't
it's
remember
so
the name of what they call them.
it's so invasive. Everything that they're doing, they're trying to dictate everything in your fucking life. What you put in your body medically, physically eating, or the decisions you make and where you can go. And it's such a feeling that is just, it makes you want to scream. I don't know how to describe what it's overreach is what it is. It's insanity to me. Like, I can't
No,
even.
it's like everybody's catching on now that the whole thing's fucking rigged. Like, doesn't matter. Like, people go on about, okay, we'll go up north where there's
nowhere safe.
We'll be our own town council. Okay, so you're fine. You're your own town council, and you guys can all vote yourselves in every because it's only just a handful of you living around the area. So
But the people around you.
No, but we could all go buy. Like, I've been fucking talking about this, man. I wish Diagonal would get together and we could go fucking buy a small town, right? Let's just go buy a small town for shits and giggles.
Oh, Jesus fucker! If they'd have that whole thing cordoned off, like.
Well,
No,
what
but
happens when you're in the middle of Circulon?
Buy that small town
Yeah.
and fucking turn it into an entrepreneur fucking dream and fucking and start pumping out merch for everybody.
But the thing is they're not allowing that anymore. You're under their thumb.
Be a
now.
merch hub. Build a warehouse. We can fucking pump out t-shirts for fucking. We'll pump out fucking gay pride flags. Who gives a fuck? Capitalism.
Yeah, true.
You could do that. Like, in theory, if basically everyone gave up their firearms and just went and made a commune.
Well, you don't want fucking David Crash for none of that shit. No, you don't want fucking.
But we all see what the problem with that would be, right?
Yeah.
No, a small town, serious small town where people get serious and just go.
I don't think they're not going to let it happen.
I want a pool hall, I want a bowling alley, I want all that shit, man. I want a town where fucking people can grow up and it's not retarded, right?
It's not.
You basically
that's
have
not the
to
world.
make a town and then have people discreetly move into it.
Yeah.
That's an investment and a half, man. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah. And what bank's going to give it out to anyone?
Running water and electricity, or if you can create your own electricity, that'd be good. If it's a town that already has its own fucking mill, you can create your own electricity and pump your own water. But again, you're gonna have federal authorities fucking like, well, is this safe? Is that safe? Is it? We're here for your safety.
They're too involved in people's decisions and lives for my liking. Like, I find it extremely offensive, and it puts me on the defensive. That's the best way.
Well, if you guys had true freedom, would you have to fight so hard for it?
No, but you know what I can't come up with, no matter how many hours I think about this, is where is safe to go. Nowhere that I can think of.
Exactly.
Clean raggins.
Like, and believe me, I've spent like endless hours trying to figure it out.
In Minecraft.
Yeah,
we're doing Minecraft theology, but I see exactly what you're saying, because it's like, well, there really is no other place to go in my mind.
No.
Like,
can you shield yourself from it? Can you temporarily delay the thing? Yeah, depending on where you go and if you have the money and the resources. But at this point in time, it's like, I love my community. I would stay here and try and do what I can for it. before I go anywhere else.
See,
In my
the thing about
mind.
the island, Al, is that you guys are already in a lot of ways self-sustaining yourselves. You know what I mean? Like you guys have that already there, sort of in place. You know, like BC is very about recycling and reusing and repurposing and bartering and all that kind of thing, right? Which is where we're heading. A lot of people don't think that way in that aren't on the island. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's also kind of self-protecting because like
yeah,
we rely on BC ferries,
yeah,
as a thing to get people to and fro the island.
yep,
Okay, well, if all hell breaks loose
yep,
for whatever
yep.
reason, you think those guys that manage the ferry are going to
Nope.
come to work?
No. And they already did
That
that during the Rona. They stopped the ferries.
Yeah, well, and that ferry is just going to sit idle there. Maybe some dude somewhere, whatever, will like hijack it and do something nutty with it. But like, you're still not going to get. You're still not going to get your fucking. Well, no, hell yeah! If he just like stole it and like went to Cuba, I'd be like, right on, man.
That's so funny.
Like he's just like cruising, like he's got the ultimate party, fucking. It's like everyone is awesome. Good for you. Good for you. But like my point is, it's like if someone just stole a BC ferry when everything went to hell, my island would be fine. We don't need in those times.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Like other people coming over, it's like now we have to vet you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very real. I get
like
it. Yeah.
That's work for us.
What would be the
So,
question?
like I'm thinking apocalypse times, but
Yeah.
How
No,
would you
I
vet
get
them?
it.
No, what's the vetting questions? I want the vetting questions. What
Well,
are
they need to check you out, make sure you are up to standard.
How
Like,
many
there is a
genders are
standard.
there? How many genders are there? How many?
That's
don't
okay.
do that. That's
It's
cheating.
not even. It's
No,
not
we just
even
go.
that. It's
No,
like
how many genders are there? That's what you do. You don't go like this. How many genders are there?
I would if somebody came over and I was in charge of that vetting process, I would 100% judge them by like the vehicle, like the rig that they brought.
Purple hair.
What are you gonna do when Chris rolls up on a lawnmower?
Oh no,
John
you're
Deere.
turn you around. You're going back to Hamilton.
You are, man.
Oh my god.
That's what it would be. Like just fuck
Could
if you show up
imagine?
in a war machine.
Could you
like, hell
imagine for 1 second if somebody legit did steal a BC ferry? Like the Coast Guard would sink that motherfucking battleship so quick you wouldn't even get off the dock.
Now
I was actually talking about a time when like not even the Coast Guard would be going to fucking work because they got family to protect, kind of thing. Like
there's still pirates out there.
Yeah.
Everyone's just leaving fucking massive boats out there.
Yeah. Oh.
So what I on a serious note, what I seriously wanted to do was either go get an island together with somebody, go buy an island and fucking make that island like in international waters. I know, no, it's been done with oil rig platforms. There's a guy. Check out that country. There's a country that
there's islands
their
for
own
sale
country. No,
over
it's
here.
an old oil rig
Really?
platform.
Yep.
And they have a flag that looks like Diagolon, except it's red and with a white stripe.
Huh.
Right?
That's the diver down. That's the diver down flag.
I know, but it's they have a flag similar to that, but it's on an oil platform and they're their own country. They're independent. It's possible. You can have your own country. If you can buy an island, it's an international water-ish stuff. Or realistically, what I was going to do is
I don't think you can put international waters ish.
I was going to buy I was going to buy a fucking plot of land and start a trailer park.
People take that shit pretty serious.
Could you imagine? No, but could you imagine a trailer park full of fucking all the people in the chats fucking live there? Shit.
Yes, I could. I used to camp growing up.
Could you imagine a Diagolon trailer park?
Yeah, you would have a lot of
Imagine,
problems.
imagine a diagonal trailer park, and I'm fucking Leahy for fuck's sakes.
Oh, Jesus, fuck Ricky. That's funny. Oh my God. Yeah,
No,
that
I
was
don't want to be
hilarious.
Leahy. I'll be Ricky.
There was a private
Oh,
trailer park that we used to camp at when we were like in our 20s or whatever, and anything went because they were not owned under like any government. But that was a short-lived thing because the government came in and took it over. So this is what they're doing more and more of is they're coming in and
Right.
taking over and infringing upon your rights.
Right, but if
Infringing,
you're
whatever.
outside of a city, if you're outside of a major city limit, there's a smaller town council, and you know them all, and they're all your friends, and you have a trailer park, and you contribute to the community, and vice versa, and you're part of the community. All will be not in the city. That's what all will be.
This sounds fantastic to me, but I just like I mean I'm
wanna
looking
start
at
a
what's
trailer park.
happening.
I want to start. Maybe I'll start Dag Park. Trailer park for dags, man. Just go fucking all live in this. Well, it'll be Christmas in July, like they usually do. Weirdos in fucking trailer parks. I don't know. Have a fucking mini lake you can fish and all that shit, man. I'm serious, man. It's not.
I know you are.
It's not that much. Fuck, that ain't that much money, really. Like Tom Green bought a fucking oasis up north, man, for what he spent on the shit he's got.
Yeah, but you would need like a legitimate. In order to get funding for that, you would need a legitimate business plan, and there's no bank or any lender outside of the conventional lenders that I can see that would approve this. Although I think it's a great idea, and I would totally go there. I just the way they are in the times today, like they are total buzzkills. They try to ruin everything you got, and you're like so miserable.
That's what it is. Money talks.
Yeah, well, if you have cash, go for it, man. Like I lose it in between the bank machine and the fucking car somehow. Like I don't know. It's fucked.
Maybe someone just has to start it, and then they will come.
If you build it, they will come. Yeah, but good luck getting the permits.
As gay as that's gay.
Well, good luck getting the permits because if you're in Ontario, you got to deal with Doug Ford's corruption and buddies to get those permits.
Doesn't matter what province you go to. I thought about doing this down east, man, just outside of the St. John city limits.
You might have a good chance of actually doing it there, to be honest with you, because they are still behind the times. Yeah, of course it is. But you're living on a fucking what do you call those things? The things that float in the ocean, iceberg.
You know what? Yeah, it's a fantastic idea, but here's the thing: never put all your eggs in one basket.
That's right. Diversify.
You always gotta have an ace up your sleeve, man. I get you.
Did you end up finding a new bank?
No.
No?
No.
I actually haven't heard nothing about that.
I thought he said up on one of his streams that he figured something out, but I didn't hear him say that he got a bank.
No, he also said that when he figures it out, he'll let us know too, because he'll let us in on what he did. So, and he might be writing some things too. Like he could be in the works on writing some shit. But I'll tell you right now, when Jeremy figures out what to do when you're debanked, he will definitely let us know, because we will follow suit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, fuck them. If you can just debank me anytime you
I don't know what his plan is, but I'm already gonna just go credit union because that's like the best I can figure right now.
So yeah, for a lot of people, yeah, exactly.
Well, Pat King, he had the same problem, and he was with a bank that's only in Alberta. It's ATB, I think it is. It's only a bank that's in Alberta. It's kind of like a credit union, and they stopped him from using his bank still to this day.
Yeah, well, it's I've got other things on the go when it comes to like the future, but when it comes to like just transferable cash, things that I need, pay the bills, kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm at Royal Bank. They've already fucking stripped me of everything I ever fucking like. All the credit that I had with them is gone for no reason. Like my limits for everything has gone completely back to where it was.
I remember you saying that. Did they ever explain why?
System reset itself, and they can't bring me back to where it's supposed to be.
That's bullshit.
Pourquoi?
The system reset itself. I was like, yeah, okay.
So they unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it's not their fault.
You know what? Like, there's multiple devices in my house that, like, if the power goes out for 3 days, it'll remember what, like, I was watching
Right.
or what.
My alarm clock has a fucking longer memory than that.
Exactly. Fucking better memory than the Royal Bank of Canada somehow.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's insane. I wonder why they would choose you, because, like, I just don't get it.
Oh, I know what chose me.
Because he's saucy online. He's a saucy bee. That
no, he's tamer than I am by a long shot.
I don't know. Maybe we're all characters.
Well, they pick and choose how they do it. You know, I've been around since, like, the very, you know, I was watching Rage and Reigns when there was only 30 viewers.
Right.
If we were getting 28 or 30 a night, it was a good night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why. It's like, that's a long time.
Yeah. I don't understand. There's got to be some sort of formula of who they target and why. You know what I mean? And it can't just possibly be because of the things we say. Like, I mean, they'll fuck around with you, like your channels and stuff.
I know.
Obviously.
I know why they came after me. Though there's two reasons why they came after me. Well, the reason why CSIS came to me was because of my neighbors down the road who were heavily involved with the Alphabet family. Right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And the letter that went around, because they passed the letter out around.
I remember you told me this. This is insane.
And we did a counter letter. Ours was far more. Ours was far more to the point and way happier.
Yeah.
Theirs was just negative. Theirs was just copy paste what Anti-Hate said in Global Mail and CTV. It was exactly what they just copied and pasted. Fucking ask Slip about it. Fuck, he'll tell you. Well, I got the copies here. I can fucking, if I knew how to click and paste and do all that shit, I'd show you. But they're hard to read because their letter is very, very hard to read because they just printed it off a computer from work and gave it to all my neighbors. So anyways, what was my point? Oh, CSIS and the nonsense why they're coming after guys like me. That, and I have a criminal record. Like, I have a record for fighting. So if you have assaults, like for scrapping, and I have an assault causing a bodily harm because I bit a guy's arm because he was trying to choke me out.
Jesus.
Well, he was trying to fucking choke me. I was going out. I was almost out.
Oh, I
could see the lights. I was out, and my wife's behind me.
Yeah, when you see the white light,
I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll fucking bite you, motherfucker. Don't choke me out, man. Don't fucking, you ain't choking me out. Well, that's how I don't get choked out. I'll bite your fucking arm off. This isn't UFC. We're not in the boxing, right? This is street fighting with Chrissy.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so they kind of don't, like, I have a bit of a red flag for that kind of nonsense. So
then
there's that, and I'm not that guy anymore, man. I haven't been that guy in years. Yes, I still drink and smoke and swear, but I'm not. I don't go to the bars, and I don't fucking fight people, and I'm not an idiot. Well, that's debatable, but I mean, right? Like, I'm not that fucking. I'm just not a young.
So, like, what do you think that Jared did to get on their radar? That really, like, because he didn't have a criminal record when he left the.
No, he doesn't have a record at all, man. Nothing compared to what mine is.
Well,
right? The guy's clean as a whistle.
That's what I'm saying. So they're like, why?
Because he spoke the fuck out, man.
But everybody's speaking out. There's a lot of people that are speaking out. Right. Why?
Because of the way he can do it. He's articulate. He's to the point. He actually lays things out in good. You know, is there a team behind Jeremy? I highly doubt it. The guy's just incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
You know who his
because
team is? His team is
if
everybody, man. Like,
it would take 3 guys' minds to do what he does. Like every 3 days, this guy's putting out a fucking podcast like that.
right? I know. Like,
That would take 30 people like 3 days to
I
put
have
that,
no.
or
Oh
just
my
a
God,
man.
man.
So
How do
I
you do it?
a genius role because, like I said before, I've been watching the evolution of this thing since like Rants and Rage had fucking 28,
evolution.
30 viewers. Like it's been awesome.
Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
I wish I could download my brain in all the memories of everything that has all happened and continues to happen because it's look at what Rance did the other day. He just like did it. He dropped a meme mime and fucking like in his own words, Pierre Poilievre just like jumped on it for Justin Trudeau.
What?
No,
What
but
did you do? I missed this because
Did
I'm taking a break
did
for a
you
few
see
days.
how he did it though, Al? Did you see how he did it? Because it was brilliant.
It's masterful. They're
No,
trolls.
because
Wait, what happened? Because I
listen.
missed this.
we're fishermen. We know how to fish. We know how to do this, right?
That's what I mean. It's masterful. You
Right.
know what I mean?
So what he did was he posted the picture of just him and Christine with the diagonal
Yes.
on flag first.
Yes.
Posted that first, and then watched everybody's fucking brains go. And then afterwards, right afterwards, he posted with the Jewish girl, and then
Yeah.
it's like, fuck you, you fucking race hustling cocksuckers. Fuck off. He played him like the skin flute.
It's got a lot of people in an uproar about her being here, and she showed a lot of support for us.
They played their own skin flute.
She absolutely believes in her thing, and like, you know, like she's freedom.
She's a genuine woman. She's a
She
lady.
sure is, and that's what they don't like.
Lady. I use that term. I don't use that term very often, but how often do you describe it? What is a lady? I think Christine Anderson is a lady.
Yeah, she seems to have a lot of class. I'm a trucker mouth, so
Right.
I'm definitely
So
not
a
a lady.
lady is someone who has class, but she's strong and firm, and speaks her mind. And that she's a lady, man.
Yeah.
What is the definition? What is a lady? What is I know what a chickie is.
Is this like a Tom Jones song?
Right?
What else?
Is this a Tom Jones song?
She's a lady.
Oh yeah, there is something like that.
Talking about my little
Oh my god.
Yes.
lady's mine.
Now, if she was like looked upon by, okay, you know how they're spinning it now, like, okay, she's an, the N-word and all that shit. But if she was like, they stopped her from coming for Ottawa last year because of the mandate thing. But this year they let her in, and now all they've done is complain about it and spin it in a negative light.
So she wanted to come when the Ottawa convo was actually going on.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let her through. She was supposed to speak, and they wouldn't let her fly because of her choice. And so she went back to the EU, and she said in the parliament over there that Justin Trudeau is an embarrassment and a shame, and the way he's called us misogynist and racist is absolutely disgusting, and he shouldn't be allowed to be in their forum over there in their G20 summits. And I don't think he went to this one this year. So like, and this is a world stage. So she's gone up, stepping up for all of us and saying the same, like she's been called a misogynist. What do you got, Chris? What is that?
That was supposed to be an AFD.
What?
Rick for it was supposed to be an AFD with the FD logo on it. For
I can't really see it. Okay.
No, but James brought them over, and we were supposed to concentrate, and we're all fucking good, and only like 3 or 4 of us could make one of these. I did not make this. This was I can't say who it was, but he's a talented bugger. He is. Look at that. the hair. But the blue was supposed to be for the AFD party. So she did get a blue AFD party bigot brick, and she got a Billy bigot brick.
That's right. Didn't was it Becky's kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
James and Becky went, and they brought her a couple bricks, and
Morgan got a picture with her.
Morgan. Oh yeah.
Jeremy's girlfriend.
That it was just it was masterfully placed, like mine, that obviously just upset the apple cart of like Pierre.
Oh yeah.
I honestly feel like this could be a turning point though for like people who are on the fence with Pierre.
Yeah.
Because I've been telling people, like, my brother is he's on our page like big time, but he wants to vote the libs out. And I'm like, I told him, I was like, dude, you're like me 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fucking tell you right now. And then I sent him like the picture with fucking Christine Anderson and Rance, and then like the thing, and he phoned me today and was just like, I threw my back out. I'm sitting in a pub in Yellowknife. Threw in a fucking. Oh yeah, he's hurt himself.
I threw my back out, so I'm in the pub. Of course.
In Yellowknife.
And then we have a whole ridiculous hour conversation, and he tells me like, well, I was actually just like wondering about what the hell happened with Pierre Poilievre, but we never even talked about it. And I'm like, yeah, you did that, but like whatever. And so, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, and that's what I say. Like, I mean, everybody keeps falling for, he's a good speaker and he, he's not bad looking, and the millennials need to stop falling for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Right, all Pierre Poilievre's been doing for the last, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 years. I've been paying attention to the guy. He's just talking. He talks to talk. Andrea Horvath, man, almost 20 years ago, almost had me hooked. Because everything she was saying was like, I'm like, yeah, like, fuck yeah, rah, yeah, good for you. Yeah, everything she said was everything you wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Like, good for her. Look at her. She's a tough chick. She's in politics and she speaks her mind. Yeah. But I had no fucking clue about politics then at all. And I still really don't. But
same. I'm clueless to it because I never cared.
I know enough to know who my enemies are. And once you find out who your enemies are, then it's not, and then it makes things easier right after that.
It doesn't make things easier for me because I don't know what to do about this.
No, but it makes it okay. So once you know who the people are who hate you and want you dead,
yeah.
It makes it easier for you to sum up who it is that you don't have to worry about anymore, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't to me, because now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, I know who those people are. I know what I think needs to be done, but I have no power to do anything. I feel helpless.
The thing is you guys are now ahead of the curve, because a lot of people were like, conservatives are the saviors. And the thing, like, we've all been saying, Rage, me, like Rance for a long time. It's just like, no, it's the same two fucking fucked up wings of the same bird.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
We all know the PPC ain't gonna get much, but they will gain. And that's the thing, is like, well, when you build something, you build it off the ground under a solid foundation. So, when I sit here and I look at this, it's like these guys are right in their Telegram channels and their social medias. We have to. The world needs to see that the conservatives are not on the like of the liberals, and then
totally.
And then we can
forward. They don't get those. Like most conservatives used to be liberals. Like I was fucking far lefty there when I was in my 20s, man.
Oh, me too. If you're a liberal, you have a heart. If you're conservative, you have a brain, and it's a constant evolution.
Yeah, and
what are you when you have both?
That's exactly what happened to me, man.
Fuck.
No, I drove a fucking Lada, and now I'm now I'm alt-right extremist.
At this point in my life, PPC, but fuck, it is what it is. Maxine has his flaws too, you know.
No, they just think we want to cut down all the trees and burn coal and fucking just like they have this stigma in their head that we're just the evil ones that just want to fucking rape the planet. It's like the planet's gonna get raped whether you like it or not. Let's do it fucking properly.
Okay, you guys know that
the way Bill Gates wants to do it is not the way, right?
You know that Preston Manning's having a national citizens inquiry coming up, right? About the whole reaction to COVID and all that. And he's looking for people to be a witness, and he's looking for commissioners to put this together because there's going to be like it's kind of like the POEC, but like the Public Utilities or the commission that they have for the inquiry, but it's going to be all citizens.
Preston's a socialist, though, or he used to be a socialist. Anyway. Was he not?
No, sorry, I'm literally asking like who? I didn't hear who he said.
Preston Manning is developing this national citizens inquiry, and it's going to be all like about the public. Yeah, I actually submitted to be a witness, and I want to recommend a commissioner as well. But like, this is our chance to actually
be the commissioner of that. Well, Rolly.
The last thing he ever said was the truth. The last thing that puppet ever said was the fact that he was a puppet, and that's the only thing he said that was the truth. He knew he was a useful idiot.
That's sad, man.
Well, no, not so much. I think he's got dementia, and he can go get fucked.
Oh no, like they don't care because nobody's ever cared.
I know.
It's like, but isn't? Am I thinking of someone else? Is Preston Manning a tranny?
No, Preston Manning was shit. It was almost like the PBC party, but it was like the media at the time went on about how he was a socialist and he was a communist. So they painted him as like kind of a communist. Meanwhile, it's confession through projection as usual back then. But yeah, he started his own new party. Was it what the hell was the name of his party? Preston Manning, yeah, and I actually liked it because he was out west, and that was
Alberta. I can't remember what his actual.
I want to go west. I never did.
I can't remember what his actual title was, but he went. This was like I think it was around November or December of last year. He announced this, so I've kind of always had it in the back of my head because I'm like, well, first we got this commission, the one that was a total joke, but I think this one is going to be more important because you're going to be allowed. Anybody can. You don't have to have necessarily been in the convoy to participate. And I feel like if this is the only way to get my fucking voice heard, then why not try? At least try. So I signed up, and I hope that they pick me as a witness because I'll fucking sink their battleship, man.
Yeah, sink the fucking battleship. Goddamn right.
I'll pull the plug on this whole bitch right now. Like,
the battleship is a big rubber plug underneath it. You go. Or swim or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like fuck. We might have to, not in a violent way, just like use mockery and just turn this place down.
That's pretty much all we can do, man.
Well, this is how they don't realize, right? Like that's how the whole meme war got started, was because they really started censoring our speech. So people started doing the memes to get their message across, and it kind of slid under the algorithms. Now you can't even put a video on unlisted and not get dinged on fucking this platform. So things have advanced. What's the next? We got to level up again. How do you
stand up comedy? Everyone needs to get their sense of humor back.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to just like be able to joke around with each other again.
Yeah.
Instead of the constant attacks and the constant fucking like, oh, is this like everyone when they meet a person, their hackles are up because it's like, oh, are they on my side or are they not? Anti-vax or not? Conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican, communist, fucking fascist, this, that, the other fucking thing. So you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't do labels at all. I hate them.
Don't address me as a threat when I walk up to you, and I'll do the same, you know?
Need to fix
See-
the family court system, man.
Yeah.
Family court
and-
system fucked.
See, for me, it's all about like who you are as a person. I don't care about labels. I don't care about words. It's your actions and your character and your integrity. And I judge that very quickly on most people. You know what I mean? And that's what I think people have forgotten in this world, I think.
You get the family court system, and you get CSA. You get what, Children's Aid Society, whatever the fuck it's called in
Yeah.
Ontario.
The labels
Yes, Get these
get
two fucking government institutions that have way too much power and there's way too much money and influence involved for them to even be. That's how I look at fucking organized sports. There's way too much money and fucking power and influence involved for it to ever
Do
be
you
fair.
guys know that there was 49 federal employees who collected CERB while working from home and have been
I
fired
heard
for
that,
it?
yes, I
Yeah.
heard that. They scammed it.
Where's the media on that one?
Oh, they said they don't have the manpower to fucking look after it, so they just let it slide.
Well, yeah,
That's what
no,
I
they fired them or whatever, and they're supposedly getting restitution. But I mean, are all of these things that we're being taxed for is because of their mistakes?
Nothing to see over here. Just a bunch of employees ripping off the fucking system. But
Yeah, but we
don't have
get paid. We
no,
get
but they don't
charged
have
for
the
bills.
manpower to chase after them. That's what they said. They said they didn't have the manpower to chase after everybody, so they just fucking.
Oh, really? Because there's never been more government employees than there is until he took this office.
I'll tell you right now. On live fucking stream. I took CERB. You want to know why? My wife's a bookkeeper and she works for an accountant, and her boss said that it was okay for me to take CERB at the time for my situation. So he said, yes, you should take it. I did not want to take it, and I'll put that in the record. I did not want to fucking take it.
Well, wait till you do your taxes.
My wife's a
took it one
scorekeeper in
time.
Monopoly and dice and cards and everything. She's the smart one with numbers, and her boss is even smarter. So I just went with her advice and took it.
Yeah,
I
wait
bought
till you get your tax bill.
And I spent most of the money on my community, just so you know.
Hey, I'm not the judge of that. I don't give a shit. I know that I took it because I had to, and you know how much I owe the fucking government now?
She does the books. She does the books for so many fucking small companies around Hamilton. I spent my money on all those fucking businesses. So when they were hurt, no man, there's oh my god, man. No man, there's spend local, man. If you can find a good fucking local fucking business and local that are fucking legit, fucking go with them, man. And don't be shy. If they're a little bit expensive, fucking spend your money on your local shit. That's all I gotta say about that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally aware of what you're saying. You did the big one, I did the small one.
Yeah, fuck it. I didn't want to take it. I honestly didn't, man. Again, 3 months before all the shit started, I quit drinking. I did. Cold turkey.
You know, government's not going to come after you for it. So I wouldn't even.
Oh, they did. They did.
Yes, they are. Do you know how much I owe the government?
They came after me for it. They wanted me to pay it back. I'm like, fuck off. Like, you fucking told me this was legit. I'm not
People on welfare were getting it too. People in jail were getting it.
Pay the taxes on it. I'm not gonna pay the fucking fuck off. No, you pay the taxes on it. So whatever they gave you in CERB, you have to pay the taxes on.
Are they coming?
There's taxes on that shit, man. Nothing's free, buddy.
No, I know that, but are they coming after you?
They sent me a couple letters saying I owed this much, and Michelle explained it. She said it's only the taxes, and it's already paid, so it's no big deal. It's whatever. It's a nothing burger. So when if you took CERB and they send you a letter in the mail, it's a nothing burger. Just
it's not. I just went to do my taxes the other day, and believe me, it's a very big something burger. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like different in the West.
Right.
But
so they asked you all the questions on the phone. Are you eligible for this? Are you eligible? Did you do this? Did you do that? So if you answer all the questions honestly through a stupid little fucking phone thing, then you should be okay. If you falsely answered any questions on the phone,
it depends on your tax bracket.
Right?
It depends on your tax bracket.
Right, I don't make fuck all.
Exactly. So you're okay. I'm at that point where they want to ding you for everything and think I'm rich and I'm not.
Well, I really don't.
For everything. They get me for everything.
Me too. I get away with nothing. It's our last name, I swear to God.
Hey,
Yeah,
apparently-
it probably is. But you know what the thing it also is? It's like they don't. It's like they don't do it for poor people. They don't do it for rich people. They just
Yeah.
get
Yeah. That's why I'm under so much pressure all the time because, you know, like a lot of people are two income households. And when you're not, that puts all the financial responsibility. Like it is so much. Like my head's ready to explode some days.
Yeah, Michelle's got all the financial responsibility right now, and I'm not too fucking proud about
Me-
that. I can't wait till spring. Spring
Yeah.
means money for me. Money, money, money. Springtime, money. Wintertime, no money. It's no funny.
Yeah, me and my wife have full-time jobs. We can't afford a house, so it's fucking retarded.
No, but spring, when the warm weather comes around, man, I make tons of money. I turn jobs down, man. It's literally, it's too fucking hot. It's like, fuck off. We can't paint or spray in certain jobs when it's like 30 degrees Celsius outside when it's hot. You know what I mean?
I do. You can't set tile out in that kind of weather either.
Yeah.
Weather gets the ice too fast. Doesn't
But
like
spring. Yeah. Spring and the fall is when we make the most money. Spring, fall, when it's super fucking hot in the middle of summer. Fuck off to the patio, man.
what happened to Kim?
Did she? Oh, no.
I'm still here.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the funny thing. You guys can't tell when I'm here.
I know. You're speaking from the blackness. The blackness up here.
The abyss.
You're up here. I'm gonna get your foot. Is that your foot right there?
This is the voice of God speaking.
Is that your ankle? Oh shit!
You're
I
all
don't know what it is.
Message from God. You're fucked.
I
Oh,
didn't even need God to tell me that.
I know.
oh.
Fuck.
Try it again. That felt nice. What's that? What is that? Kim, you're not
Where's
wearing
she at?
underwear.
Nobody knows. She's in the abyss.
That's a good spot.
I'm incognito. Yeah, I'm undercover.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Fuck. That's funny. It's like I'm wearing camo and you can't see me.
Just wearing a ghillie suit
Just
and nothing else.
sneaking through my house and
What?
what?
Is that else? I missed it. Sorry.
Sneaking through my house in the night. It's like pitch black here.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's where you're talking from. Is just like the nighttime.
Yeah. That's funny.
So now all I can picture is Kim and nothing but Kim and
The abyss.
and a ghillie suit. So you get like a sniper suit on and nothing else. Except
What's a
maybe
what's a
cowboy
ghillie
boots.
suit? What's a ghillie
Cowboy
suit?
boots and a ghillie suit.
What's a ghillie suit?
It's those,
Do I
It's
want to
a-
know?
Camouflage suit.
it's a camouflage suit that snipers wear when they lay in the field.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I could totally rock one of those.
Yeah, just rock one of those and a pair of cowboy boots, and that's it.
Well, I would never wear cowboy boots. We're not in fucking 1940s. Well, maybe we are. Fuck.
Jeez.
Shit, that's a good drawing. I could draw that.
What?
I got like this Frank Rosetta fucking image in my head, like the old Conan magazine drawings, where this chick's fucking, she got this great big fucking gun. She's got a ghillie suit on, and like a really skimpy fucking outfit, like just covering everything. Like a Conan magazine, right? She's got a big ghillie suit, and she's a hot smoking chick with like retarded muscles on her and shit. That's like humanly possible muscles and stuff, like Conan. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good drawing. I'm gonna draw that though. That's a fucking good drawing. Ferryman thinks up memes. I think up cool shit to draw. That's what I'm gonna draw. Chicken and ghillie suit and a bikini and a fucking great big fucking 50 cal. With a belt fed. No, No, fucking. Oh, no, never mind. I won't even say that.
Belt fed paper towel. That's what I just fucking heard there.
Hitler's zipper. She's holding Hitler's fucking belt fed fucking zipper right in front of her.
Holy
Right. With the ghillie suit, the fucking
you goddamn
fucking.
You said
Shit, I gotta get back into that fucking. I don't fuck this painting shit. I'm gonna get back into the pen and sketching and shit. I always want to do a comic, man. I always want to do a fucking comic.
What else?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I've had a great time tonight. This has been awesome. I have to go to bed.
All right.
Very dry.
If I crack on the beer, I'll be up till fucking daylight.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
I probably will crack on the beer anyways.
I had some good laughs.
Yeah.
Love you, kid. Like if you want me on, call me anytime.
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Man.
All right, see ya.
You're awesome, man. Oh fuck! There's my face. Right. Boom. There it is. Why do you do that? It's terrible.
I don't know. I don't know why I can't fix it either. Like I don't get it.
My hand looks like old man Chris hand or something. Veiny. You see the veins. You can almost see through my. You can't see through my skin. Look at that. I got like transparent lizard skin. Am I a lizard person?
Put that hat back on, and you might be.
Right.
You know what's funny is this house is so quiet and I'm so fucking loud. I'm probably keeping them up for a change, but those fuckers upstairs are so annoying. Like, oh my god.
Hey back, bitch, motherfuckers.
Yep. Well, my days here are numbered anyway, so they can get fucked. I'll just be an asshole the rest of the time I'm here. Fuck them.
I call that being myself.
Yep.
I try to be polite sometimes, but
it really depends on the day for me. I can be really nice or I can be a fucking bitch, man. It all depends on everything around me.
Maybe I had a bad dream last night. Fuck off of my face.
Yeah. Yep. It was funny. I went back for some reason. I don't know why. I went back and watched the video of the night that I went down looking for Trudeau down on fucking James Street at Sheridan. Fuck. That was such a fucking trip, that whole thing. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I remember telling you to get the fuck out of there because I was worried it was because I did see quite a few. I wouldn't say quite a few. I saw at least 3 from the footage I watched.
Oh,
I saw at least 3 guys in there that were not on your side, but were pretending to be on your side. Right? Like, those are the guys you gotta watch out for, man. Like
there was
I had went down there. I would that guy.
There was one dude that I swear was walking up behind me. There was one guy that was walking up behind me, and I swear I turned around just in time because I feel like he was gonna try and pick my pocket, which there was nothing in it. But like he was sneaking up on me, man, and I was like,
"Don't get up on my back, man. I don't like
no." But like that's where my ADD comes in handy because I pay attention to everything, right? But I fucking turned around and I was like, dude, don't make me fucking punch you in the throat right here, right now. Like I will. You know what I mean?
You don't. But you don't.
He had that look.
Announce it. You just fucking do it.
Well, I wouldn't. I would, but like he had that look on his face that because I turned around, I think I caught him off guard. He was expecting that. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, bud, huh?
Yeah, don't tell him you're gonna. Don't announce the fact that you're gonna. Like, I'm
not gonna say. Oh, I'm gonna punch you right now. Like I'll just do it. But
I know. I know. I do that too. I try to fucking not be a violent person.
What do you mean? You seen something that 3 people weren't on my side? Were they saying something or what? I don't know.
No, I've seen a few people jumping up in front, and they're like, there was one guy there going like this. He was like, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back. No, he was doing it. He kept going like this, back up, like he was dancing. It's like
I don't remember seeing that.
Like, what the fuck was he on? Like, what side was he on? I didn't understand. No one was going anywhere, but this guy was trying to make it look like it was. There was a couple guys that were trying to make it look like it was more dramatic. Like,
well,
like they came from like the same drama school fucking fuckface.
Are you talking about my video or another video that you've seen? Because I was there the second night.
I watched the video from the guys downtown, man. I watched most of it.
Yeah, like because they were there.
I did see a couple peckerheads. There was some.
The first night when he came back was the busy night when everybody was freaking and all the fucking cops were there and press and all that. The night that I was there was the second night, and they were at the bread box, and we were waiting for them to come back. Which I'm convinced that fucking white van that come flying through the pylons was him in there. And
I have to go next time. Next time, if there ever is a next time.
Yeah,
I will go next time. Because, no, because I should have been there because I would have been standing right next to one of the cops on the stairwell.
Well, you know what?
I would have stood next to that cop saying, "Hey, man, can I be here? Because I got something to say to you."
You know what's fucking funny though is that like
the cop would have said yes, but don't pass here. And so the cop would have been there, and I would have been here, and he would have said, "Don't pass here," and that would have been good. And I would have been, "Yay, you're a dick. Fuck you." As long as I didn't throw my shoe at him or a brick, all would have been good. You had these guys in there going like this, and they're like, stand back, and they were plain clothes like they were protesters, but they were acting
no. There was a couple narcs, and I picked them out right on the spot. I was walking down the street, and I'm like, fucking narc.
When I seen that guy doing this, like, stand back. Who the fuck are you, bud?
There's but there's like provocateurs and agitators, right?
And that just annoys me, man. Like,
well, that's why you call them out on that shit. You are there to explain that to people so they're not misguided by what they're seeing. That's why when that incident happened with that chick and that guy pushed her and he had his fucking his jacket, he had a fucking mask on, and I was like, how do we know he's not going to pull out a gun? And the cops are standing right over to like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, right? 2 o'clock. And I was like, okay, you're telling me this isn't a setup. So they're waiting until he hit her. Then they fucking move in. And I was like, where's the news now to come out on the left side to say, oh, look what's happening.
Well, this is the reason why it's not because my wife wouldn't let me go. It's because if I wanted to go, I could have went. I just didn't go to Ottawa because I know me, right? Like I know what I'm all about. Well,
it depends on when you went. Like the first time I was there, it was great.
I know, like it was all peace, love, and groovy in the beginning. But the whole point is, if I had went down there, I probably would have fucking hung around.
Yeah, the end got very ugly. Very ugly.
And like, listen, like I said, like if I was downtown Hamilton, I would have stood right next to a cop and shouted what I had to shout, and the cops would have had no issue. They would have said, as long as you don't pass this line.
I was actually shocked.
And that would have been it. And that would have been it. You shout all your insults you want, and then go the fuck home.
I was actually shocked at how decent the Hamilton cops were.
This is what I'm saying. Okay, so then there's that. Okay, so 1 minute I could be standing downtown Hamilton next to a cop shouting at Trudeau, calling him a dick. And then the next minute, like a year ago, whatever, almost to the day, I get in downtown Ottawa shouting at Trudeau and getting the shit kicked out of me by cops. And
yeah,
let me tell you something. If I had witnessed what happened to, say, Chris Deering or Alexa Lavoie, if I had witnessed any of that, like firsthand, I had been standing right there and seeing cops doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
If I had witnessed it with my own eyes, that's when I. That's that.
That would, but that's what.
I don't know what I'm going to do now, right?
Well, that's what they were counting on, was for us to react in the same, and it was hard to not do that. But
get knocked the fuck out. But I would at least fucking punched at least one cop in the fucking face for
it. Well, that would have started a full-on fucking riot because.
And yes, and we don't need that, and we don't need guys like me down there doing shit like that. And I know myself, man. This is the reason why I don't drive, and this is the reason why I don't own firearms.
Yeah, well, I get it. I don't own firearms either, and
No, there's a reason why I like I'm a not to be. What this was a cliche of fucking Clint Eastwood. Like a man must know his own limitations. Like you do, man. You should know your limitations. Like
yeah, of course. Like
you like your beer more than you like driving. Well, then pick one, right?
Yeah.
if you know you're gonna get all fucking pissed off and fucking shoot somebody, don't own a gun. Right?
Well, I've never owned a gun, and I don't need one either. Like I'm not a violent person, but like I mean. Everybody's been through a lot of shit the last couple of years, and and like the guy said that I was talking to when I was in Hamilton that night was like, you know, for all of the shit that we've been through the last few years, he's very lucky that it hasn't escalated to that because people are at the brink.
No, they want that, man. You know,
I
full
know they
well.
do. I know
They've been
they do.
asking for this for a long, long time. Like for almost 20 years, I can recall. All
See,
this.
I never paid attention before COVID. I never did.
They've been pushing this for a long, long time, man. Long time. They haven't changed their tune. Their tune is the same. Only we're just catching on to their tune. They're like, we don't like your tune. Your tune sucks. Like, what do you mean you don't like our tune? You will like our tune. You will like our tune, and we will make you like our tune. And we're like, no, fuck your tune. We don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's getting to just be more than that now. Like to me, it's very controlling. Like I don't know. I don't like it at all. It makes what?
I don't like this shit. I need a fucking. Now I'm gonna have another beer now because I'm. Fuck's sakes. Can I get another beer?
Well, I don't care what you do. Go for it. Well, I'm not your mother.
No, it's empty.
I don't know. It's hard to keep your temper under control when it affects you so much, and that's, you know, I'm not a violent person. I don't react that way. But if somebody put their hands on me, I'll tell you that it would be the last thing they ever did. But I won't be the one to start it or instigate it or provoke it. I try my best to de-escalate situations so it doesn't get to that point. But I mean, how many people have that much self-control these days? I don't know. It's a good thing that we don't have the Second Amendment in Canada. You know.
Well, self-control, man. Like that's the one thing. Like I fucking hated going to anger management because they made me pay for it out of my own pocket. It's $500. That's $500. Not only was it a bogus fucking charge, it was a bar fight.
Yeah,
I was defending myself in, right?
Yeah,
but it didn't matter because you know, like I have a record and the other guy didn't. I guess whatever the fuck how that went down. But yeah, like. It's true though. When you get a record, it will fuck. It's like an anchor.
I know, it follows you, and that's why I've managed all my life. How I don't know, but I've managed to not get one, and it's because I didn't want that. I didn't want that ankle bracelet with me my whole life because you know.
It's like, oh wait, not Ebenezer Scrooge. What's Ebenezer Scrooge's partner?
Oh fuck!
Marley? Jacob Marley with the chain.
Yeah, that's what it is. The fucking chain, ball and chain, and I didn't want that.
Dickens, fucking Dickens. That's my goddamn grade 9 teacher's fault. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the chains. You're forever bound to those chains, right? Like.
Yeah, but I feel like that even without having a criminal record, it just doesn't. Like, I mean, I feel like it's hard to even explain the feeling in a way that's accurate because there's so many ways that my life's been fucked over in the last few years, and like it's coming to an end because I'm done dealing with all this shit.
Well, if you disagree with the government, it's almost they treat you almost as if you have a criminal record. So,
and that's what gets me so
like,
upset.
Welcome to my world, right?
That's what gets me so upset is because I don't. But like they don't know what.
There who've been law-abiding citizens who just got along to get along, never paid attention to politics, didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
It's been good motherfuckers all their lives. But if you disagree and step out of line of the government and say, hey, wait a minute. Oh.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
They find that more offensive speaking your mind than they do a drive-by shooting.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking truth because their soft approach on crime is sending that message loud and clear. And to me, that couldn't be more offensive.
They're slowly starting to catch on to that in the States, so I noticed. They've had enough of these prosecutors that are Soros bought and shit. So what they're doing now is, I watched there today, instead of going through federally, they're going through county. So they're deputizing ICE. I watched this guy today. Like, we will deputize ICE agents so that we can convict these fucking gang assholes that are coming across the border, like the bad ones, right?
Yeah,
good ones. Like, obviously not the good people who are coming across who are actually genuinely good fucking people, man. It's not hard to tell the difference between who the fucking MS-13 fucking guys are. So what they did was they deputized the ICE guys so they can fucking arrest these guys and prosecute them in their own counties. So you don't get the state prosecutors who are usually bought and paid for. You get the fucking guys who are elected in the fucking counties, who are the judges, the old judges. Like, yeah, you're going home, boy, or you're going to jail. One of the two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, and they're done. They're done dealing with federal bullshit. They found loopholes of their own. They're trying to get shit done the best they can on their own through small loopholes and going.
The ones that I'm the most disappointed in is the RCMP.
Yeah,
because they were looking at. They were going to start an investigation on Trudeau a few years ago. I don't know if people know this. What was it for though? I can't remember. Oh, was it it was to do with do you know who Barry and Honey Sherman were?
The pharmaceutical.
Yeah, and the lobbyists and all this sort of thing.
Didn't they have? Yeah, but I heard they were
careful.
No, they produced ivermectin.
Yeah, you can't say that word. No. They are. You know, they were in the pharmaceutical industry, but that's not what I was thinking of. Was they were like the biggest donors to the Liberal Party, and it was for his lobbyist thing, and there was supposed to be an investigation with that, and then all of a sudden both of them were found hanging in their home, and the investigation went away, and the RCMP were supposed to investigate that, and then all of a sudden the charges were dropped. And it's like, okay, well, where have they been the last few years watching what's been going on right under their noses, in front of their faces, I might add. And it's like, you know, when does it become, like, when is somebody going to step in and say, this is it, and you need to be the example because of what you've done to people?
The sloppiness of it all should tell you who it was behind it. Like, you don't need to be
no. I'm not even
fucking Sherlock Holmes to figure out who.
No, I'm not. I know, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the current.
Like, there's nothing going on. Like they'll come after you, or I, or your mom, for doing 40 over the speed limit, and confiscate your car and charge you for fucking racing.
Well, yeah, and they don't have any consequences at all. And the hypocrisy in that to me is like, okay, you have a record, I don't. Say you went to court and all of your documents for court were all blacked out and you gave that to the judge to submit as evidence. How would that go over?
He'd throw it out and send me home. How you go?
Yeah, sure he would. Okay, well, I'd like to live in your world because, you know, it wouldn't go over. It would go over like a lead balloon and then it would get shot down and not be able to be found. So was there a balloon or was there not a balloon? Like, I mean, are we living in a fucking reality or are we living in a fucking alternate universe? Because something isn't right here.
I've been in front of a judge more times than I care to be. And I remember every time. I remember every word, every judge, every second.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought that up is because of the commission and the fucking redacted documents, and they were all blacked out. So how would it work for you if you did what they did? It wouldn't work. It's different rules for different fools, and I'm pissed off. And they need to stop that. Either be consistent or don't do it at all.
Disclosure. So when I'm let out of detainment and I go up and I see my fucking court-appointed lawyer, who I immediately tell to fuck off because I'll just do my job myself because they're idiots. They give you disclosure, so you go over with the prosecutor. You can have a meeting with the prosecutor and sit down with them and go over the disclosure yourself.
Hey, Minnie.
And try to make a deal with him yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have that opportunity. You can say, "Hey, listen."
Does that work though? Ever?
I know. I'm guilty of like this, and I know you want to make it this, but how can we get it down to this or none? Like you're fucking haggling is all it is. You're haggling like you would haggle at the flea market.
Well, I don't go to flea markets and I don't haggle. I don't go to court either.
I know how to haggle. I know how to fucking haggle quite well.
I don't know. It's either, to me, like, it's all about consistency and the lack thereof and the disregard for the laws, and the amount of illegal activities that these people are getting away with is so offensive to me as a person that does follow the rules, even though I don't like them. and some of them I might go outside of, but whatever.
Some of them are necessary, some of them aren't.
Yeah, but it's not right. And somebody like, why is the RCMP going along with this? Like,
I've always said they should do a 180. Go
well, are you telling me there's no coincidence that Brenda Lucky resigned and the commission's ethics commissioner also resigned in the same week? That the results for the inquiry were
These
revealed?
guys have all committed fucking heinous crimes, and they all fucking investigated their heinous crimes, and they all found themselves fucking innocent of their fucking heinous crimes.
Well, okay,
and there's nothing to see here, and that's all there is to it. And then that's it.
Okay, then I want those same rules to apply to just anybody. Me, you, anybody.
Which is why you have people out there fucking looting fucking sneaker stores and shit, because they don't give a fuck. Those kids, you can call them punks and hoods all you want. Those kids know, man.
You know what?
There ain't no fucking future for them.
Remember I told you about how
become a slave, right?
Remember how I told you that they just walk in stores now and steal? Well, I was in the fucking dollar store yesterday, same one, ironically. And there was like 4 or 5 of them in there. And they were, not only were they stealing, but they were stealing tools so they could go out and commit crimes, like fucking tin snips and chain things. And I was like, yeah, and I followed them through the store by accident. I wasn't like following them. I'm not loss prevention, but he didn't pay for any of those things. And I was like, what the fuck?
They were grabbing tools to go do a job and actually make some money and build a fence or anything. Their deck.
They're going to fucking rip somebody off so they can steal their fucking iron and take it to the iron and metal shop.
No, they're gonna go steal those. They're stealing those tools so they can go rip off a guy who goes out and builds decks and.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking bullshit. And I was like, so I was behind him in line, and I watched what he paid for. And I looked at his full bag beside him, and I said to the guy at the cashier, I said, you know that we are the ones who end up paying for his fucking free ride. You know that, right? And he's like, well, I didn't see anything. And it's like, yeah, of course you didn't, you fucktard. So sick of this shit.
Again, I'm not proud of what I did when I was a kid. And all the cops and the cops and CSIS, they already fucking know my record. They know what I'm all about. But we never ripped off anybody that fucking worked for a living. We never ripped off anybody's work trailer. We didn't steal tools. It's one thing you don't steal. You don't, like, and this is a thing. Like, young men and grown adults out there, they don't give a fuck who or what they take from. They just want to take to get their next fix or get their next whatever. So they have no scruples. I'd like to think I had a little bit of scruples when I was that age, because you don't take from another man's living. Like, that guy has to get up the next morning and go provide for his family, and you just took all his fucking meetings to provide for his family. You're a goof. Like,
the way that I see it?
You go to, if you're going to rip off somebody, go to a fucking business or a corporation that has insurance, right? You don't go to a small guy, small fry, small, independent fucking private fucking contractor or something who has a trailer or whatever. They'll take the whole fucking trailer now.
Mm-hmm.
They won't break into your trailer.
Yeah, but you know what? If we weren't living in a world that was so fucking expensive that people were on the streets and this is the way that they had to fucking steal to get food or whatever, that's when crime rises. When you're in this environment,
never any excuse, and then this is the whole thing, because
I don't steal anything.
No, they hung an 18-year-old kid in St. John for fucking stealing a loaf of bread. My grandfather witnessed that back in 1930, early 30s or 20s or 30s. He was born in 22, I think, my grandfather. But he witnessed it as a kid. He witnessed the last hanging in St. John. I think it was a 18-year-old kid for stealing a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And it was out of example, because he just kept stealing loaves of bread. It wasn't, he just stole a loaf of bread. No, this guy just kept stealing. There was no reason for him to keep stealing. Like, there was plenty of work. People offered him work. People offered him lodging. They offered him all kinds, but he just stole. Like, we can't have that. Like, you can't keep stealing, man. Because now you're sending a message to everybody it's okay to steal a loaf of bread if you're hungry. Like, no,
well, it's okay to walk into the dollar store and steal whatever the fuck you want and just walk out. They don't care.
Why don't you go to the bakery and help make that fucking loaf of bread that you just ate? Or go peel some potatoes. Go to a soup kitchen, man, and fucking volunteer to fucking peel potatoes. They'll feed you.
Yeah.
Go peel some spuds for a couple hours, man. They'd love the fucking volunteers. If you know how to peel spuds, you gotta peel spuds right, man. You gotta
I don't know. just the world. I don't know.
Anyways.
It's fucked, and I don't like where it's going, and it's only getting worse. And I mean, and the thing is, that's why like we're screaming so loud. Is like, you know, why is everybody just allowing this to happen and watching it in slow motion?
We're not though. We're not, man.
But does it seem like anything is changing?
No, man. We're fine. Like what he's doing right now, fuckface, admires China's dictatorship.
Yeah.
What he's doing, what he's done is he's brought so many fucking people together. He has no idea, man. Like he
but look
brought
around the
so
world,
many-
Chris. Is anything actually changing?
but everything that he hates about Canada, all the people he hates in Canada, like the old stock Canadians, and he goes on about racism and blah blah blah. Like he's united so many people in Canada who are all like fucking like like not brain dead, fucking CBC. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but what's that gonna
He's
like?
united, no, but he's united the common sense. Like we should
But
have a common
what does
sense
that
for Canada.
solve? I mean, in terms of our situation, it changes nothing.
It
Like
will.
I'm looking for
It should be
results.
slow. No, but like these things move like a fucking iceberg, man. Like this iceberg's about to flip over.
Well, I'm about to set a fire on the fucking iceberg if it doesn't move the fuck faster because I'm sick of what I'm seeing. It makes me feel sick. I hate it. Like it makes me so fucking mad. I didn't used to be this mad. Believe me.
Look how fast things have accelerated in the last 2 years, though. Like
yeah,
we've come a long ways, man. In the last 2 years, it's like their narrative is fucking crashing hard, man. Like crashing.
Yeah, but no matter what, we're still losing. That's the way I see it. We're still losing, no matter what.
They did the brown acid. We told them not to, but they ate the brown acid. Well,
yeah,
whatever. It's a hard come down for you there, boy.
Well, all I know is I don't see anything changing, and if it is, it's not fast enough because people are getting lost in the shuffle, and they need to fucking pick up the pace because people's lives are at stake, you know, and they don't give a shit.
They need the moocher. That's a new one.
I see them all the time, but in another chat, my buddy's streams, MRE.
Cool.
But yeah, like I mean, I hear what you're saying, and yes, I see that. But in terms of like everything that's been hammered at us the last couple of years, it's all been negative. It hasn't helped us in any way, shape, or form. And
it's designed to beat you down and make you fucking feel defeated and feel.
And that's
like,
how I feel, and I don't like this feeling. I don't like it.
We're doing tons of stuff, man. Kim, like we're doing tons.
What? Like what?
Oh, okay. Yelling at empty buildings doesn't do a whole lot, but
right.
But but I think it's the memes, man. Like Ferryman does and what Jeremy's doing and what you're doing and what everybody's doing. Like all of us combined, man. We're doing it. Like we're getting the fucking word out there. Like people are like, yeah, well, you know, not all Canadians are brain dead, right? Of course we're not, man.
I tell my American friends, don't judge us because of what you see on TV, man. Like, fuck. Not all of us are like that. Like,
we're not Americans. We're not European. Like, Canada, this is what pisses me off the most. Like, our ancestors came, most of our ancestors left Europe for a fucking reason. Whether it be religious or persecution or they're, you know, running away, shotgun wedding or what.
Or a better life. Just a better life.
They left Europe for because Europe's fucked. They wouldn't have to come over here and face what they had to face meant they were getting away from fucking some serious shit behind them. So they had to like, fuck this crap. We're going over here where we might get killed by Indians and mosquitoes and.
But what does that tell you that those same people that came here for a better life are not going back to where they came from? What does that say?
This is what pisses me off is when you see people driving European cars and kissing, and everybody wants all these yuppies, and they all want to act like, well, we're like, why would you look up to Europe? Like we should be looking to Canada and U.S. and Mexico and not even look to Europe. Like Europe's fucked. We all left Europe. Most of our all of our ancestors, almost everybody that's here now left because over there sucked. Now we're here. So we built this place over the last 500 fucking years, pretty much. 200, basically. But now we have this, and it's a shining thing for the world. And now it's being shit on because now everybody wants to act like we're from over there now, south of Ukraine, and putting European
It took
plates
7
fucking
short
Porsche
years
and
to
shit. Like,
destroy
no,
a whole country.
wearing ponytails and fuck off and Dockers. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you look at the big picture, it's just, it makes my fucking blood boil, man. Like, I mean, and the reason why it does is because I know what the problem is, but I don't have the authority to make the decisions to fix it. And I feel conflicted because it's like you just stand by and watch this shit happen. But it's like, I don't,
Right, but
it's a helpless feeling.
We're like one. You and I are like two of, and Al and everybody else.
Yeah.
We're just a handful of millions of Canadians, and I mean millions of Canadians who think like we do, who agree with us, and we're just not. Our voices aren't being heard.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hate that. It makes me want to scream louder.
Right.
Like,
but they slowly are because all these we're making connections because you'll watch Viva Fry and I'll watch Alex Jones or we'll watch different stuff, and in the chats you see the same names. There's Glenn B, there's Minnie the Moocher, there's Alan, there's Grant, there's fucking Kathy NB. You'll see us in other chats and other shows, and we'll be talking together, and then we'll be explaining. Like, people are learning, man. It's and people say, well, I give up. I can't get explained to these people anymore. You can't stop. You can't give up and stop explaining to these people anymore because, like, if you don't, they're going to keep thinking, because I was brainwashed once upon a time, man. And if people fucking had to give up and not fucking told me, like, hey, Chris, man, your ways of thinking are stupid. Like, right? Well, if there's enough money in this country that everybody should have a house and a car and a job. Yes, there is. But how do you distribute that? Right?
Well, for one, you don't give it away to other countries when you got fucking people on the streets.
Exactly. There actually is enough money in this country. There would have been.
Yeah. Do you know that we are out of the G7 countries, we're #1 in debt? And you know why? Because of reckless spending. And you know who gets the bill? Us. My class of people that used to be middle class. Now we're fucking garbage.
So instead of Trudeau, if they had elected me, I could have brought communism to fucking the thing it was supposed to be. Because my dream was, back when I drove my Lada, was everyone should have a car. I don't care what kind of car. Everybody should have a vehicle and a license, and make it easy for people to have it so they can get to work. Yeah. Everyone should have a house. There's no reason why everyone should have a roof over their head. That would have been my main thing. Like, everyone should have a roof.
That should be a fucking fundamental freedom. And right. Everyone should have a home.
And the healthcare thing, it's like the healthcare, there's a fucking can of worms that oh my fucking Christ, man. No matter what kind of politician you are or the best intentions, that is a can of worms. And it's always will be.
Well, you know what made that can of worms worse is firing the ones that didn't want to partake in a fucking medical experiment.
But you got a huge country, man. So it's like you would have to leave the healthcare up to each province. That's the only.
And that's the way it is run right now. Is up to there's the federal. There's
the federal government has their because these provinces are fucking sucking the dick of the federal government so they can get more money each province.
See, this is a double-edged sword because it falls under his realm, but it isn't though. Yeah, hey Dan. It isn't though, because I lived in Alberta, and you know how in Ontario we have OHIP, right? In Alberta, it's Alberta healthcare. In BC, it's BC healthcare. Each province has its own.
Their own healthcare. I get that.
They get paid from the federal government, which is where their big mistake is, because that's what's making them not be able to have freedom of speech either, or freedom of choice. They're under a certain fucking curriculum that they could do this and that, and this is your guidelines, and you follow it, or you lose funding and you lose your license.
It's like borrowing $20 off your buddy, and he tells you, if you don't pay it back, pay me $30 back by Friday, then you're gonna owe me like 50 on the next week, and then it's a loan shark fucking nonsense. And
and that's like
the federal government acts like a fucking evil loan shark that
I'd rather deal with the mafia.
They won't break your legs, but they'll break your fucking legs.
No, they'll just break your will to live. So you break your own legs. That's what their theory is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what their theory is.
Dan, get on here, man. Go click onto the StreamYard, and so I'm not sitting here by myself because Kim's.
Yeah, I'm God. I don't know how to get my avatar back up. Fuck
She's
sakes.
the narrator. I keep hearing
Yeah,
laughing.
where's that bitch at? I hear her, but
Laughing in the sky, just laughing. I don't know, this is odd.
fuck. That's funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. Honestly, I can't get the thing back. Oh my god. Chris, how can you talk and your lips aren't moving? Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Oh my god, you're an idiot. It's like you're a marionette and I'm on the string. Oh fuck.
That's kind of creepy looking. When I did that, like. I was doing a creepy puppet face.
It reminds you of the Chucky doll.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my
stomach
God.
hurts. Fuck.
I'm not smoking.
shit.
I should smoke something.
See, smoke a couple of joints, and this is where your mind goes. Like anywhere, and you can't even think. And it's like, then you watch it back, and it's like, Jesus fuck, did I really say that? Like, oh my
Right.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
You never know with me. It was gonna come out of my mouth.
Don't hit the save button.
Yeah,
There might be
Fuck.
some clips out of this. I don't know. Maybe some-
that was hilarious. Though. You know, remember Mr. Dress Up, Casey and Finnegan? Casey's
Yeah.
arms couldn't fucking move; they were glued.
Yeah, those puppets are. I loved that show though, but those puppets were still creepy though. I always
Well,
found. like,
yeah, a little.
creepy
So was
things.
Mr. Dress Up, but you know, I don't know.
Then my older brother said something about his wife dying or something like that, and something with the puppet. I was like, oh, now you just ruined it, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, I don't even want to know
now-
the story.
then I thought it was just a sad old man with some sad puppets and shit. I was like,
Aw,
because he
now I
lost
feel
it.
like an asshole. Stop. Sorry,
No.
Mr. Dress Up.
My older brother's an asshole. I
But
love him, but he's, that's what older brothers are for, right? Just to fuck with your head.
yeah, I guess they are.
Mr. Rogers is a fucking. I never liked Mr. Rogers. My mom
No,
didn't
he
like
was always
Mr.
a weird
Rogers.
dude. You could tell.
I know, but I get.
It was the
he's a good
cardigan.
guy, he did good things. I get that, but my mom worked for fucking years in scouting, and she was a volunteer. Oh, and she was like, she went to all the jamborees and shit for scouting and beavers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But even Mr. Rogers creeped her. It's like,
Yeah, there was
that's
something
creepy.
like bizarre. I don't know. Like it's I don't. It was a creepy vibe. I'll say. Yeah.
It was his effeminate voice, and we had a priest down the road from us growing up. He was the same way, and he would sing in church, and he sang like a girl.
Well,
like-
I don't think it was that
My
for me. I think
my
it was-
grandfather's funeral. Like, I love the guy, man. He had a beautiful voice, but it was a girl's voice. Like, he sang in that fucking like he had no balls.
Right. Well, a lot of guys don't these days.
No, but he sang like he had no balls, and that was the way they sang back in the choir and church back then.
Oh fuck.
So he hit those fucking notes, man. And I'm looking at my cousins. And my grandfather's dead. Here's my dead grandpa right there. I can see my dead grandpa right there. His face looks just like mine now.
What now?
Actually, he had the fucking wrinkly head and shit, and he's just laying there. Right? And then here's fucking Reverend. I won't say his name. He's like, oh, and he's just singing, hitting the fucking high notes and shit. And I'm looking at my cousins, and we're all just fucking splitting our guts laughing.
Oh my god.
My sister, we're all laughing. The adults were like, "Oh, stop laughing!" But they were fucking laughing too, man. Fuck off. I know they were laughing. We see them laughing, so we were all laughing. But then we stopped. We went,
He had like
Right.
the Michael Jackson voice. Though.
"Holy fuck! Did he ever?" Oh yeah. He had a heavenly voice. I'll give him that. That was good.
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, he sounded like a 10-year-old boy when he sang.
Oh my god. Oh,
I shit you not. He did. He had the voice of a 10-year-old boy. He did. Oh, he cracked herself. Oh, whatever. That was my grandfather's funeral. That's the last time I really wanted to go to a funeral after that. It's the last time I saw a dead body in a casket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and after that, I did. Fuck off. I don't need this fucking.
Well, I don't
No,
think anybody wants to go to funerals.
You're already dead. Listen, man. When I die, I'm fucking dead. All right.
Yeah.
Like, go have a beer on me. Cheers and fucking yay and fuck
Yeah.
off. Like, I'm dead.
Don't even buy me an ermine. Just flush my ashes down the toilet.
I
Like, I'm
would
good.
so love to have an Irish wake, man. An Irish wake would be the best.
Isn't that where they party with the dead person in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more than.
I want fucking ice all the way around my coffin. I want a hot tub coffin. I want me laying in a hot tub like Weekend at Bernie's, and just a fucking whole tub full of fucking booze, right? And I'm just laying there. So you gotta drink booze with the dead guy. Right?
Shit. I'm gonna gag thinking about that right now because
dead guy. You drank dead guy booze? You
no,
booze,
stop!
Right?
No. Oh. Oh my god!
I'll be like this, my eyes open, but I'm dead.
Oh
you can drink that booze?
No.
You can drink that? You can drink all that? But like, just cock my head in a certain position so I'm looking like. You can drink that? And just a tub of ice, just ice and booze.
Yeah, that's really disturbing.
And then burn me or bury me. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead, man.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck? When you're dead, you're dead. You're fucking. Why do you care?
Well, because
I don't want a statue.
Well, no. I mean, I don't know how to answer this because it's like if I'm dead, then it doesn't matter. But if somebody in my life that I care about dies, then I take it super hard, actually. So
right, but you won't take it super hard if you're dead.
Well, no, because I'll be dead.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We're all hurtling through the fucking sky, facing.
Where I'm going isn't up; it's going down, brother.
There's a wall with giant rusty spikes that we're all hurtling to.
Yeah, where I'm going is gonna be real fucking hot. Okay, it'll be really hot where I'm going. I know that for sure.
Oh, my buddies are all there, man. That's wrong.
Dang, I'll meet you there. Fuck, I'll know everybody.
Yeah, high fives and fucking very hot chocolate cakes.
It'll be like frying with the bacon,
like hot chocolate grapes.
I'll be looking up at all these motherfuckers haunting you from down under. Oh, I can't wait to be a voodoo doll and fuck with people when I'm dead. I'm coming back and haunting every one of these bitches. I'm telling you.
So when we get to hell, it's gonna be high fives and hot chocolate vapes.
Fucking A. The only one that probably wouldn't be there's maybe 2 people that have died that wouldn't be there. But I don't believe in heaven or hell. I think this is hell. If I'm being honest, and I'm glad we're laughing about it all now, because some days I'm like ready to fucking cry about it.
If there's a hell, life is it.
100%, man. It's a stress test. That's all it is. Like, I mean, how much you're gonna take, and how do you want to go down on your own terms or theirs?
So many people out there I know, friends of mine that believe and stuff, but really fucking what really got me to be the atheist that I am was like, if you don't believe in God, like to tell children that if you don't believe and you don't adhere, then you go to hell. It's like, well, what does that mean? There's millions, actually there's billions of children out there right now who don't follow the same book as you. So does that mean they go to hell because they don't believe the same book as you?
For me, it was
nothing made sense, man. Nothing made sense, and that was enough for me to fucking say no, thank you.
Well, and that's the thing, and I'm very quiet about my religious views because I know it's a subject that upsets people. But in my opinion, from my experience in my own life, like there's just way too much bad things that happen in the world for there to be a God that would allow something like this to happen.
My mom said every kid goes to heaven. That's what she said.
Well, I'm sure. I would hope. If there is, it's hard for me to believe in things I can't see. Like I don't have that faith. I need tangible proof.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get the whole leap of faith, and that's the argument I have. It's like,
but I don't.
faith. Like you have to have that leap of faith.
To each their own. And it's something that I don't discuss because I don't like to offend people with my views, and I try to be as, sensitive, I guess, as I can because I respect everyone's viewpoint, even if it's not mine. But it does seem to really upset people if you say that you don't believe in him.
I know. That's what bugs me, man, because I have a very high tolerance for religious people. I really do. Even though I don't believe in that crap, and I can fucking debunk the fucking shit out of it. I don't. I keep my fucking listen. Slip's my fucking one of my best friends, man. But I won't go down the Hitchens Road with him or any of that shit, right? Because I respect his beliefs and I respect Lee Stewie's beliefs. I respect. There's a lot of dags, man, that are very religious, and I respect their beliefs, man. I'm not gonna sit there and shit on their beliefs and knock it. No, man, I won't, because I believe the greatest civilization known to man has been built on the foundations of Christianity. And I'll admit that. But I just don't want to get into the history of said religions and the wars and different religions. We can talk about Islam. We can talk about Christianity.
I don't think we can, actually.
No, I know. I know my history, and I know the track records of both. And, like, people should be up on that shit, and they're not.
I'm not. But for me, it goes back to being a kid, and I used to go to my grandma's a lot on the weekends and stuff, and I would go to her church, and she was Pentecostal, and they're like Baptist, man. Like, they're right into it. They're crying, they're talking in tongues, like screaming, and they're dancing, and it's just, as a kid, to see that and not understand what you're seeing, but all you know is your grandma is like crying and fucking, it looks like she's in pain. You know what I mean? And it was very kind of like, I didn't know how to take that as a kid, like it was just, it kind of traumatized me a little bit because it's like, why is my grandma crying?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By a fucking bee? What the fuck's going on?
Well, people say that's
I grew up my dad used to say, "You're crying, I'll give you something to cry about."
Same with my dad. Or I can reach, with his line.
What are you crying for? I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
What are you crying for? I'll give you something to cry about. That was the thing, right?
Oh, I'm
crying. I'll give you something to cry about.
I have no problem crying, but I don't know. My dad used to say I can reach, and when he did, it was for his belt. So he didn't want that.
Like, what are you crying for? I'll give you something to cry about. Like, and I'd think about that. Like, wait a minute, I'm crying because I just fucking wiped out. And he's like, I'll give you something to cry about. That meant like, in a subtle way, I suppose. Not really so subtle. It's like you're crying now, but it's like shit could be way fucking worse. Right?
Yeah, but like my dad is from that same generation, and they're fucked. Like, there's no change in their views. Like, you know what I mean? It's just life was a certain way when they were kids, and it was more, capital punishment kind of thing than like our lives were. And I mean, that goes down with each generation, right? Like, his dad wasn't there. So, like, he grew up without a dad, right? So he didn't really have that role model of what a father figure should be. And so maybe he wasn't the best that he could be in his role as a father, in my opinion. But that's just my personal family bullshit that I don't want to talk about. But
I got some shit. You want to hear it?
No, if you want to share it, I don't care.
My old man left when I was 7. I didn't find out till I was in my 20s that so he left when I was 7 years old, when I was in the 80s. And I didn't find out why he left until 16 years later. But okay, so I grew up without him. Mm-hmm. There was no deadbeat dad laws, so there was no child support. My mom raised 3 kids we might have talked about this with the food banks and all that fucking nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, the importance of having a father in your fucking life is I can't stress that more. So anytime I fucking get into these discussions with people about why crime's where it is and why we have this degeneracy and shit, and 75% of the guys that are in jail are from fatherless homes.
Yeah.
It hits home with me, right? So I jump in on that shit.
Yeah.
But my dad fucking left just because he came home and found my mom in bed with his best friend.
Oh, well, that would do it. Yeah. But
Right.
you shouldn't have taken that out on the kids.
But you don't leave your kids.
That's right. I hate when people use kids as a pawn. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm going to get back at you. You're not going to be able to see them or anything like that. Like, that's so ignorant to me. You shouldn't even be a parent if that's what you're going to do. But because it's gonna backfire on you.
Well, I love my mom, man. Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm not saying you, and
he left us with a cheating whore.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general, like, people use kids as pawns sometimes.
I love her, man. Like, I wish she was still alive, because I would probably say that. It's like, Mom, but Dad left us with a cheating whore. And she would probably yell, "Oh, Chris, like come relax, Mom. I love you."
But you're a cheating whore.
I've said way more shocking shit to my mom, man. Like, my mom and I had a very, very close relationship.
Same with me and my mom. I miss her too. She died in 2009. And if you want to really get, talk about how history kind of fucks with your brain, like, I'm adopted, right? But I wasn't adopted right at birth. It was like, I think I was like a year or a year and a half old. Yeah. I have no memory, obviously, before that. But that's a very touchy subject because of a lot of different reasons. It's just, I don't even want to get into it. It's too deep.
I remember far back as 2.
Yeah, seriously, I remember.
I was born, I'm 48, so I was born in 74. I remember as far back as 76.
My first memory that I have is, how old would you be to be in the back of a fucking cart or a bike seat on a bicycle? My dad, we were camping and I was in the back of it riding on the bike, and he fell off a cliff, and I was hanging upside down from a tree, seatbelted in this fucking bike, watching my dad fall down a cliff. And I was like, yeah.
Did he naked?
What?
What happened? He went down a cliff?
He was on a path, like a bike path, but it was very narrow, and somehow his bike ended up falling over the edge. He fell off of it. He fell down this cliff, and I was stuck on a branch, suspended in the air, hanging upside down from a fucking bicycle in a bicycle seat. And that was my first memory. Like, so I was screaming, and like, I was there for who knows, like, how long, I was 2, I don't know time, but
I remember getting burnt in the arm, and again, remember, so I was born in 74. Yeah. I remember 1977 when we owned that stupid fucking Pinto. My dad was passing me off to my mom or something. So I was being a little crybaby bitch.
Yeah.
And they were both getting fucking irritated with me. And I remember that. We were on Ontario somewhere. And my fucking mom or my dad, I can't remember, my mom or my dad, burnt me with a fucking cigarette right in my fucking arm when they were passing me. Like, because they always had a fucking cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got burnt right in the fucking arm with a cigarette, and I went from like being minorly cranky to like majorly cranky.
Yeah.
And they both fucking had enough of me, and they just put me in the fucking, I don't know, we went upstairs or.
Yeah.
I think we were visiting my grandparents on my dad's side. I can't remember, but I was a little shithead, and getting burnt in the arm with this fucking cigarette didn't help, right?
Well, yeah.
But we were in the car with cigarettes, and I got burnt by cigarettes, and that's just parents back then. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. No wonder why we are the way we are, eh? If you really sit and think about it, and how much of it was because of the environment we were in. A lot of it it's environmental. And that's why, like, some of these things that have been going on for the last few years is not decisions that we have made, but we're the ones that are paying the price for them. Because of environmental situations going on that are out of our control. And that feeling is useless.
We just let like I dropped out of high school because I couldn't put up with these fucking idiots. And the same idiots that are running the country right now, the same idiots are the same reason why I dropped out of high school, because I didn't have the patience to deal with their catty.
So what are you gonna do? Drop out of life?
No, but they're very catty.
Yeah.
They're very conniving. They're very backstabby.
Yeah.
They are the mean girls of high school.
Yeah. It is like
So
watching a bunch of catty girls, honestly.
Yep.
It is.
So our politicians are the mean girls from high school, right? That we picked on, and now they're getting the revenge.
Yeah, I guess so, eh?
Yeah. Pierre Polyev. We gave him wedgies back in grade 8 in fucking 1988. Now he's getting his revenge. That's what it seems like to me, anyways.
Well,
right?
Yeah, I guess, but in a different way, because bullies in high school didn't try to wipe your very existence off the face of the planet.
Bullies come in different shapes and forms. Like the stereotypical bully in junior high school or high school was the guy who was wore a muscle fucking t-shirt or a wife beater.
Yeah.
And he was poor,
and drove an IROC and wore fucking aqua.
Like he was that asshole, right?
Yeah.
That was a stereotypical in high school, but in reality, it was the people who were in the student council, and it was those guys who were the real bullies, right?
Well,
the
faces have changed. Now they wear ties and carry briefcases. That's all.
They're the ones that started the rumors. They were the rumor mill, fucking gossip mill, little fuckers, and yeah, I never liked them. They were the preppy, prissy ones that fucking made it to student council, and
it's funny
they
because
wore all the nice clothes. They had all the brand name clothes, and they never wore the same fucking outfit every fucking day. And if you wore the same pair of jeans fucking next day, holy fuck, they'd let you know.
I watched a documentary earlier, and it was the Murdoch murders. And it was like this very influential, heavily entrenched in all of the fucking bullshit. And there was like 5 people around them that have died under mysterious circumstances, and how they got away. Like the father was still in jail, and it was actually pretty interesting, but it just shows you how corrupt the system is. But in his case, I think he was a lawyer, and I think it was his great grandfather that started the firm or something, and they boot this Murdoch guy, and they fucking booted him out of the firm, and they charged him. So eventually the institution flipped on itself, imploded on itself. And that's what I'm waiting for, is the fucking implosion of all of this shit.
Yeah,
because it's going to eventually. Like, you can only build so high on evil, deceit, and lies and corruption before the whole house of cards just comes crumbling down. And I'm waiting for the crumble.
So there's a good example right there, like Project Veritas. So here you have a guy who's speaking truth to power.
Yeah.
And that's all he does. The guy's honest as the day is long, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. But he got fired.
And all his employees and all his fucking whistleblowers are all backing him. So everybody is backing him.
Yeah, but you know what? The U.S. has a whistleblower law.
It's a couple. I know, but since he did what he did with Pfizer, this is how it goes. So watch how this plays out.
Yeah.
So when he leaves and takes everybody with him,
that's
what's going to happen here in Canada. We're not gonna play your game anymore. We're just gonna leave, and we're gonna go over here.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna play with you anymore. And they're gonna be in the sandbox all by themselves, going, "Why won't they play with us anymore?"
Yeah, I mean, yes and no, kind of. Like, I mean,
that's what it's gonna come to, man. It has to.
I don't know how it's gonna play out. I mean, it's not gonna be rainbow, unicorn, and fucking butterfly ending. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There ain't no pot of gold at the end of this fucking rainbow. Not for us, anyway. I'm sorry, but I'm just a realist. Like, I mean, I see it. The way I see it is the way it is. I'm willing to listen and I'm willing to reason, but sometimes you just can't make sense out of madness,
What did the bingo for? What did I do?
Chris gets the bingo.
I
know. When you're like, they're going to be playing in a sandbox all by themselves.
Yeah. We're just going to go by. Like, we're already, like, the black market in Canada, before weed was legalized, it doesn't even matter if it's legalized or not.
Wow.
Canada's number one export is marijuana. And nobody knows that. But
I
it
think
is.
it's
Our
more
number
like
one export
opioids
is
these
fucking
days.
weed or weed related fucking product. It's been like that for decades. But we're already fucking like the more clampdowns our government does and the more laws they come out with, the more the black market and the more the underground fucking economy just fucking grows. And like you're just growing a whole other government. They're planning another government. They want the boogeyman so bad, they're actually creating it. And then here we are, hi. And then it's going to be a boogeyman bigger than they can fucking deal with. And then they're fucked.
Well, and that's that's what I've been trying to say is like, you know, in a roundabout way. Like, I mean, fuck around and find out, and they've fucked around, and they're going to find out eventually how things work. But how many people, how many innocent people's lives are going to be lost in between that? Is
Look at
the
it. Look at it.
ugly
Look at
question.
Ukraine. What you see all those fucking what was it like 500 fucking Ukrainians dying every day, or and how many Russians dying every day? So you got thousands of fucking potentially thousands of fucking guys just like us, people just like us, dying every day for what?
Yeah.
For what? And fuck, man, that's yeah.
I hate
That's a
war
whole other
because
topic.
you know what?
Me too,
The
man.
ones that have led us to slaughter are not on the front lines.
No,
It
but
should be their
okay,
kids
so
in
my,
the fucking
okay, so my
front, not
point
your
was,
kids.
okay, so we got all these people dying every day in Ukraine. You don't think for a second that's going to happen here? Because I think what's I truly believe what's happening in Ukraine is a training ground for what's going to happen here. So we're learning what's happening on the brother on brother fights.
I don't think we're next. I think China.
No, the
is
brother on
next.
brother fights are going to happen here, and they want the brother on brother fights here. It's always white guys fighting against white guys. It's never brown guys fighting against brown guys. I don't know why that is.
I don't know enough.
I don't mean to sound racist about that. I'm just stating a fact. It always seems to be white guys fighting the fucking wars all the time.
I don't even know if that's true or not because I know nothing about this at all.
Well, I know my military history, and I can safely say that that's a fact.
All I know is that we're pissing people off that we have no business even being involved in when our country is a fucking bloody mess.
War we should not be fucking involved in.
Yeah, our country is
sending humanitarian aid, and that's it.
Our country is busting apart at the seams. Everybody's letting it happen. They're making it happen faster and taxing it to happen. And it's just like, how much can a person handle before they just eventually go off?
Right?
Like, look at that person. I remember watching a video of Chris Dacey, and one of those fucking buses that they have in Ottawa, like a big, like utility type bus, fucking ran into the fence in front of Trudeau's house, I believe. I want to say it was on Sussex Drive.
That was a Ranger.
Was it? Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. So, I mean, was that
Ranger actually, had Trudeau been there, that Ranger would have accomplished his mission and would have got.
Is that what actually happened? Like, was that a deliberate act?
He was an active Canadian Ranger. He went there to arrest Trudeau, and
really?
Yeah, but if Trudeau had been there, he would have arrested him.
I did not know this.
How that would have went. I don't know how that would have went with him arresting them. What are you gonna do after you arrest them? Like,
yeah, where are you gonna take them?
Now you got to hold him hostage or something. I don't. I'm not sure what his plan was. He just had enough, and he just went there to go fucking.
I did not know that about the story. I thought it was just like a fucking accident that.
Yeah, I think you got 6 years or 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! See, I didn't even know that. Like I thought it was an accident, and I didn't know.
No, he went there to get him. He went there. He went there to deliberately. That was his plan, to go there and arrest him. He wasn't there to shoot him. Wasn't there to shoot anybody. He did go there armed, I do believe, but he went there with the intention of arresting him for treason. Because he felt that was his duty to arrest him for treason because he was guilty of treason. So in his mind, this guy's guilty of treason. He's hurting the country. Okay. I guess it's up to me. So he just he went.
Well, fuck. I can't believe this. I did not know this. But doesn't it? Okay, look at the commission that just happened. Okay, none of us are surprised by the verdict of that. But how can so many, like millions of people, have the same opinion and be allegedly wrong in the eyes of them. Like other countries have watched us and seen what happened, and it's so obvious to everybody except for the ones that are guilty of doing what we've seen them do.
Yeah,
Like
they double like when you're dealing with pathological liars and
yeah,
psychopaths, they're gonna double down and triple down on their fucking lies and nonsense, and they'll never. It's like when you it's like catching your wife cheating on you red-handed, and both of them are like, "What? Nothing to see here."
Now isn't the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, isn't their oath to the Queen or the King now, I guess?
I don't know. Yeah, the king probably.
The monarchy, right? That's who
Yeah,
they're
it's definitely not to us. They don't. Their oath is
no,
not-
but their oath is not to the Prime Minister. It's to the well, formerly the Queen, but now the King, to the monarchy.
the monarchy.
So in reality, they should be stepping in because they see these crimes being committed.
not,
But instead of
right?
stepping in, they're the ones riding the horses over the people in the crowd.
Yes.
So if that doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth, what the fuck doesn't? You know what I mean?
No, I never liked the monarchy. I never ever did.
Me neither. And I think it's a stupid thing, and we have no control over our own destiny.
And the whole Prince Andrew Epstein Island thing just put the nail in the coffin for me. That's
I
like,
don't know anything about that either. Like
it's like the NHL when they went on strike the first time. When NHL went on strike the first time, I was like, "Fuck this shit." And then when they went on the second time, I'm like, "I'm definitely done with NHL now."
For me, it was Don Cherry.
I tell you who plays for NHL. I have no idea.
For me, it was the whole Don Cherry thing. I was so pissed about that. I was like, I'm done.
I was done way before that, man.
I grew up in a hockey family, so it was always on in my house.
So did I. I played hockey, man. But
yeah, so did my brother.
Hockey died in the fucking early 90s. It's gone. It's like, bye.
Nah, Don Cherry used to be good, man. And then when they did him dirty, it was like, okay, fuck you guys. You're compromised. Like, I'm out.
Oh, shit. I have to hit the can. So I guess I gotta call it.
All right. Well,
hey, man. Thanks for having me on and chit-chatting.
No shit. It's fucking 5 a.m. Holy crap. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Freaking 5 a.m., man. What's going on?
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kim.
Okay. See you later.
All right, dear. See you.
Bye, guys.